Heyo.
What up,
there
guys?
It is.
What up, fellas? I feel like I just saw you guys.
Yeah, we had a nice little Friendsgiving the other day at Daniel's house. That was fun, huh?
Yes, sir.
All four of us were there.
Oh, and Chris. Yeah, we were all there.
That was
I
a
only
great
have like
time.
4 friends, so here you guys are.
Heyo.
And we see
That's
each other.
cool.
Yeah, exactly. But
Nice.
shout out Daniel. That was a great time, man. You and Gabby hosted a great party. Great food. I saw you. I was there a little early with the turkey and everything. You guys did the most, man. It was great.
Did that turkey come out good? Because do you remember, or were you guys a little faded?
Oh, no, I remember.
Yes.
That turkey came out good, bro.
Sure did.
The ham
Let
was
me
good,
not.
too.
Wasn't
ham
too
was-
dry. It was great. Did your mom come over and cook it before?
my
And wait, who had the sweet potato? That was you,
Who
yeah?
did the sweet potatoes?
Those were
Oh,
lit.
wait, that's right. That was me.
Fuck
How
outta
about
here.
the special
I made
potatoes?
those.
I made 2 pans, and those were all gone.
I don't know if I had the
Great.
potatoes.
You didn't have the potatoes?
I don't know if I had the miso as well.
Oh, the miso is fire. That's
had
what
everything.
Chris brought and Priscilla, so shout out to that.
Except for sweet potatoes. I hate sweet potatoes,
I just want to say really quick,
but I made them.
best
That's
investment that we could possibly make. I'm going to get one. My stepbrother gave me his air fryer. That's how I cooked the turkey.
Oh, yeah.
And so, you know, you don't have to buy the oil. The oil costs $30 if you like deep fry a turkey, which is expensive. This air fryer is like $85 to $100 I saw online. It's massive. You hook it up to a propane tank and you just turn it on high. It cooks in 2 hours. It was a 13-pound turkey cooked in 2 hours, which is very fast. You stick a little meat thermometer in there. When it gets to 160, it's done. There's grease pan on the bottom. I stuck the grease all up on that turkey.
Daniel's very proud of himself, if you haven't noticed.
I mean, it was really easy, but I'm excited, and I think we should all get one. It's a good purchase. I don't think I'm ever going to cook a turkey in the oven, ever.
Yeah, is it above you now? Or
No,
beneath
it's
you?
beneath me, bro.
Beneath you, sorry.
That's it. But
But
anyways,
shout out. That was fun, dude. I had a great old time. And then also another thing, being named to groomsmen for Daniel's
yeah.
and Gabby's big day.
You
So
handed out the old gift boxes.
that was awesome. Shout out Gabby for that.
there it is.
yeah,
Big
thanks,
shout out.
Gabby,
Yeah,
for
big shout out
setting
Gabby
all that
really
up.
for it. But
I sent
shout
you
out.
guys a really cool picture. I thought maybe you'd say something. Nobody said anything.
It was a good picture. I
That
can
was a
say
good
it.
picture.
It was a good picture.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. You're welcome, guys. Well, don't make it weird.
You
Anyways,
already did make it weird.
appreciate you, friends, for joining up. But should we hop into this rundown?
Run
Yeah,
it.
let's do it.
All right, I'm controlling the touchscreen today. So we could disregard the Friendsgiving portion because we kind of talked about that. But NFL Carousel, as always, we're going to promise you we'll keep it quick this
a little
time.
shorter this time.
This time. We've been saying that for 4 weeks. This time is for real. Travis's top 10 power rankings. Got to love it. Pick'em League. Aaron did the best. He is back-to-back, won 4 games. Travis did 1 and 4, so the opposite of 4 and 1, as Aaron got.
Thanks
And
for the
then I
math.
thanks for the quick math. I was right in the middle at 2 and 3. Not right in the middle, but not good as well. Then Aaron's 5 MVPs. I anticipate a lot of differences there. Free agency for the NBA, that has begun as of today at 12
PM.
Eastern. So there's a lot of good stuff.
We're rolling.
2 things
We're
that have
already
happened.
getting notifications. Before
Oh,
we
Man,
yeah,
started.
that's
I
exciting.
love
I'm
it.
excited to talk about basketball, but
It is exciting. And then we got games. So let's
Oof.
hop into the
There might-
carousel.
there might be a little surprise game. Aaron's been pushing for one of the fan favorites.
Uh-oh.
We'll see how we do at the end if we want to squeeze her in there.
We'll see how we're feeling, how long this carousel takes. All right, let's get into the games.
Oh,
Region. Jeez, that was crazy.
Yeah.
First one. Uh-oh.
Well, we're starting here.
This was the Thursday night game. We got the Colts at Titans. I think we all picked the Titans, no?
Sure
Yeah,
did.
sure did.
Daggone it. Colts were coming off a bad L.
Against the Ravens.
Yeah, they only put up 10 that week, too.
That's right.
They only put up 10. We thought the Titans would, bounce back. They took the L. I didn't watch most of the game. I was working, but you guys probably got some better opinions than me.
Yeah, I watched most of the game, and then I went to Sammy Cantu's comedy show in Escondido. That was
Nice.
pretty cool with Miles and Marcus. It was dope. Sammy put on a good show as always, but I started watching the show and not the game because it got ugly.
Yeah.
Dude, it was bad. We had a new punter, a new long snapper. After our new punter and snapper did well last week, they changed it out. Sure as shit, had a 17-yard punt and another one blocked.
Oh, yeah. And they ran
And
that
one
for
of
a
them was
touchdown.
for a touchdown. So, like, when your special teams is struggling like that, Skowski missed another PAT and another field goal. Our offense didn't look atrocious, but, Tannehill has regressed in the last 3 games, has not looked like himself. Derrick Henry's doing the most, but when you're stacking a box like that, fuck me. A.J. Brown dropped a touchdown. He only had one catch. Corey Davis had a mediocre game. So it was just all mediocre all over. Defense looked like our defense I've been telling you about. Didn't look good against the Bears, but who doesn't look good against the Bears? So it was just an ugly game, and we play them in 2 weeks. And we play the Ravens next. So it's, that's fucking 9-6 record that's always on the tight.
That 9-7 looking like
9
more
and
and
7.
more realistic.
Oh, dude, and it's fucking
How
gross.
hilarious would that be if they went 9-7?
Dude, I honestly, it sucks to say. I can fucking see it happening, and it's gross. But I hope we get to that. We're on the outside looking in right now.
Yeah.
And that's what is gross about this. And the Colts took over the number
The
one
lead.
in the AFC South.
Yeah, this is a shocker. Like
I don't think it was a shocker, by the way.
Okay, but the Colts putting up 34 points. Like Phillip Rivers, he had 300 yards, which I think was his highest output so far this year, yardage-wise. He had one tutty, didn't make any mistakes, and the rest of the team just did the rest, right? The defense played good. Special teams took over a lot, like you said. They ran the ball well. It's just it's weird. Like I wouldn't expect the Titans to get blown up by a team that's not that good. I mean, I think the Colts are good, but they're not like I'm going to beat another top-tier team.
It was a blowout, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you know what I mean? I'll call it how I see it. It was a blowout, dude. It was ugly.
I hope the Colts make it far. I think Phil deserves a Super Bowl, but that's all I'm going to say about that. Next game, Lions at Washington. All I think about this one is Alex Smith made his first start in, several years. I think it's been like 760 days, they said. Congrats to him, man. He actually put up some relatively good numbers.
55 passes.
Yeah, a lot.
He had like 370 yards or some
Yeah.
dumb shit, too.
Yeah, 38 to
Good for him,
55.
dude. Like I don't know if you guys ever watched the documentary with him where he like went through the whole process. They did a documentary about his leg and how he almost died and everything. Fantastic. I watched it. It's spectacular. I think it's on ESPN Plus or whatever.
Oh, gnarly.
But it's a great story and it's really cool to see him. I didn't mean to cut you off, Dan, but I did. 30 to 27, Lions Washington. I mean,
Is that all for that one? Because I'm cool.
I don't know. That's about. Matthew Stafford looked, like randomly.
DeAndre Swift's coming back as a running back, so that's good.
hey Chris, we got to get a drop for like a toilet flushing. So that way when we get these toilet bowl games, we could just hit it.
That's a good one. I like
Speaking
that.
of toilet bowl games, next one we got the Giants at Eagles. The Eagles were coming off a bye, I believe. They thought Carson Wentz was going to bounce back strong. Apparently, all the rage
For
was
the last 3 years.
Oh, we've been
Or
working
he'll
with
bounce
them.
back.
We've been working with them hard for 2 weeks. We should anticipate a better Carson Wentz. He laid a dud. I should know. He's on my fantasy team. I took my first L to Aaron, by the way.
Against
So
that
shout out
elite
to
New
Aaron.
York Giants defense.
He dropped a quick
You hear
6
that,
points.
right?
yeah.
I got that dub. He was undefeated with his auto draft team. And I
Come
beat
on,
him.
bro. Why you gotta throw that in there? I got some players, Anyways, man, Daniel Jones, he managed to not turn the ball over, which seems to be the recipe for success for
Good
the
for
Giants.
you.
I know it sounds bad, and I said it last week. It's the battle of the smartest retards in this division, bro. And it's comical that the Giants now have the same amount of wins that the Eagles do, and that's 3, and that leads that division.
You know what's funny?
Fucking hilarious.
The Giants have more wins than the Chargers.
That's so hurt.
Did you guys see that thing that I
Yes,
tagged you in?
yes.
That's
like,
wild.
There are only 3 teams in the entire NFL who have been within one score every single game this season, and they're the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 9-0, the Kansas City Chiefs, who are 7-1 or 8-1, just on their bye, and the dumbass Chargers that are 2-7.
That's wild.
2-7, by the way.
Like those are the 2 best teams in the league outside of us.
All right, next game because we're moving fast here.
Oh, yeah, we're
Cardinals
killing
at Bills, man. The Bills
this
looked
is a good
really
one.
good.
is a
Kyler
great
Murray
one.
was able to, get outside the pocket and get some room on the back end of that play and threw up a nice ball. And I'm not going to say it was all D-Hop because I think Kyler Murray did some good stuff on that play as well. But D-Hop comes down. Moss's 3 dudes, bro. Very impressive, man. I'm pleased with the Cardinals. What do you guys think?
I do think it was all D-Hop.
Dude, I was about to say the same
I mean,
shit.
But he
just,
escaped it.
just about every single quarterback in the NFL can throw it 50 yards. There's probably one
Maybe
receiver
two,
that
Julio.
maybe that can make that catch.
You guys, every Hail Mary play that ever happens, I think this is the first time in 5 years there's been a game-winning Hail Mary play, apparently. And a lot of
Aaron
guys
Rodgers.
throw the ball at the back end of the end zone, outside of the end zone, or short. I mean, he got outside of the pocket, went to his left, threw it
he
up.
gave his receiver a chance.
Yeah,
And
that was
that's all you
impressive,
can ever
bro.
ask.
Kyrie
bro.
did, or Kyrie, what's his freaking name? Kyler did a great job, as you said. But
Yeah.
that's
It was all D-Hop.
It was DeAndre Hopkins.
There's a lot of
Outjumped
D-Hop.
3 dudes.
All right, what I want to say about this game, it was Stephon Diggs, bro. Stephon Diggs has continually to put him in the top 5 receiver this year, and he's looked amazing with Josh Allen. He's exactly what Josh Allen needed in that offense. Credit Stephon Diggs as good as Josh Allen has been doing. And guess what? They had a game-winning touchdown with 32 fucking seconds left. They needed a Hail Mary to even win this. So if that was dropped, we'd be all talking about how good Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs did that game. However, I watched that play live with Marcus and Garrett. Oh, dude, we went ape shit. That was probably the craziest catch I saw live. You know what I mean?
Did you see the Odell one or no live?
I did see the Odell one live. But that one being a Hail Mary as a dunk over 3 dudes,
That was different.
I'll take that one over
Odell's.
Odell's like, oh, that was sick. This one was like,
No
that won
way.
the fucking game. You know what I mean? So,
I was just gonna say it reminds me of that. It happened like 8 years ago. It was the same thing with Larry Fitzgerald. Remember, it was a jump ball Hail Mary to win the game, and his ass just out jumped everybody. This is back when Larry Fitzgerald was,
Larry Fitzgerald.
Larry Fitzgerald. It reminded me a lot of that, and it's cool. Hats off to D-Hop for finding a situation where he's happy in.
Speaking of Larry Fitz, that drive, Larry Fitz had 27 yards that drive, 2 catches, 27 yards, and you saw him every time you run and put the ball down. Larry Fitz, bro, the ultimate veteran, bro, and he was the first one to congratulate D-Hop. I love the Cardinals, man. They're gonna be giving the Seahawks some fits next week. I'm excited for that game. Let's move on. Broncos, Raiders.
Real quick, I want to tell you, Cole Beasley also had 11 catches for 109 yards, which was leading in
touchdown.
catches and yards, bro, for the Bills. So he's kind of nice for them as well. So they got a good little arsenal. You're right. Next game, Broncos, Raiders. Raiders just destroyed the Broncos. I think Drew Lock had 4 interceptions. Yep. Raiders are rolling, bro. They beat the Chargers last week. Obviously not too much of a surprise the way we've been playing, but Broncos aren't bad. They're a wild card a little bit. The AFC West really is, excluding the Chiefs. But good for the Raiders, man. They bodied them.
Yeah, excuse me. They put up almost a 40-burger in a divisional game. Drew Lock ain't it. Listen, he can do all the cool dances and stuff he wants to do on the sideline. Like, hey, good for you, bud. You're not it. John Elway, you got to figure it out.
Cerveza me.
Hey, beer me a beer. But, yeah, like I said, 40 points against the Denver Broncos. I mean, they're not even as bad as us. They're 3-6. We're 2-7.
You don't think he's it, though? Long term?
Drew Lock ain't it.
I don't think Drew Lock's it either. The Raiders look good, man. And it's actually pretty exciting to see. There's a lot of Raider fans out there. So, and, dude, the stadium, it looks amazing.
Yeah,
it's
very cool.
Wow,
it feels good to be a Raider fan right now. I'll say about that game. All right, next, I'm going to start this, Daniel.
Go ahead.
Steelers over the Bengals. Joe Burrow looked like a rookie this game. The Steelers just dismantled them. Big Ben looks fantastic. This Steelers team looks scary, and divisional games shouldn't be this lopsided. But guess what? The Steelers are that good.
I agree. I don't. 36-10, man. That's rough. I feel bad for Joe. That team's got a lot of holes. And they got a lot of work to do, but that just shows the Steelers are ready to go. They had a muddy game last week that they won. This week they're here putting it on them. Putting it on them.
9-0, man. They look good.
Yeah, nothing to add there. I mean, Joe, he didn't have a turnover, which is good. A lot, you can't say that about Daniel Jones half the time. So I don't think he was horrible, but given the Steelers, yeah, I know. Given the Steelers, man, their D line is just too good, and they're the best at getting after the QB. So I anticipated this. I'm sure you guys both did as well. But you're right, divisional game should be much closer, but Bengals will get there. Next one, we got the Ravens at Patriots. This one was a shock to me. I mean, I did not anticipate the Patriots winning. They won 23-17. I believe they played at home. Cam didn't light up the scoreboard as far as yards and touchdowns go, but he just did what he does. And what he does is win games and use his legs a little bit and just get the job done, man. So good to see him bounce back. Lamar, he's obviously been voicing concern in regards to offensive play calling. A lot of these teams. Did you guys hear about this?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so he was just saying that, people know what they're really calling right now. They're very predictable. Obviously, I mean, you throw to your tight ends on slants, so that's pretty predictable.
Yeah, it's the NFL. You can't throw outside the numbers and you run the ball. We know what you're doing.
So, yeah, he was voicing his concern. I wonder if Harbaugh's, out. Maybe at the end of this year. I'm not really sure, but Patriots got a W. What are your guys' thoughts?
If Harbaugh's out, I want the Chargers to.
Me too.
He's not out. You're not going to go out.
He ain't going out.
Like, yeah, come on. They're still.
Do you hear
6-3.
rumblings about that? I haven't really heard.
Not necessarily. I just remember that he was very much on the hot seat until Lamar came through and kind of saved him. Like when Joe Flacco was on his way out, he was on the hot seat, bro.
I remember that.
You know? And I think if Lamar was like, hey, I don't want him anymore, then yeah, they would have to do that.
Yeah, but the Ravens are also considering do I even want to get this?
Harbaugh's been Lamar's biggest fan, so that's not happening.
He really has, yeah. I think Lamar respects the heck out of him.
But this is, one of those games, like, you know what Bill Belichick is best at? Managing a game in defense. Lamar Jackson, if he's complaining about Joe Schmo on the Cincinnati Bengals being able to figure out how he's playing or what play he's doing next, then I'm sure Bill Belichick knows what's going on. Mm-hmm. It's kind of one of those things where, like, Lamar Jackson can beat everybody underneath him but can't beat anybody over him. Does that make sense? And I feel like Bill Belichick is over him. It's in terms of, like, football eliteness, obviously, right? You guys hear what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. You're saying that if you've got a football mind, you should be able to game plan to stop Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Which like all these playoff coaches have done in the past.
Give me a break, though. I mean, they just lost 3 in a row, right? So how much are you back on the Patriots?
Well, they just won 2 in a row.
No.
Oh, but you get my point.
No. I'm not saying Patriots are an elite level team, but what I'm saying is, like,
my point.
I was just gonna say, like, he can't beat like Patrick Mahomes.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
By the way, we should probably go a little bit faster on these games.
You're right. We're
going pretty good.
We're already halfway through.
Next one, Browns at Texans. This was a clunker, bro. Like, no offense. Baker Mayfield should be gone, bro. I'm sorry to say. Like, yeah, they won 10-7. I don't like them, bro. I simply
3 though in the best division in football.
Sure.
That's why I don't think he goes. When's the last time the Browns had a winning team? And you're going to get rid of the quarterback that just gave you that?
I think
they're going to go. They're going to have a winning record by the end of the season. I guarantee you, they're going to have a winning record.
Yeah.
And even if it's 9-7, or if it's 10-6, whatever it's going to be.
Yeah.
They're not going to get rid of the quarterback that got them there. They spent fucking 8. They've had 19 different quarterbacks and never had a goddamn winning season. You're going to get rid of the first one that did. That's why I think Baker stays. Do I think he's the best option there? Maybe not. Maybe there is some other options there. But at this point in time, there's no way you do that. Like, that doesn't make sense to me as a fan or
what about getting Jameis though?
Oh, great, dude.
I mean,
I love you, Dan.
Compared to this guy's trash. Like, what are we talking about? Are we watching him?
Did you watch Jameis last year, bro?
30 tutties, bro.
Yeah, 30 interceptions.
I know. I mean,
and he had 42 that possible, bro.
Yeah, I hear
you. Come on, dog. No. That's like getting Daniel Jones right now, and you're like, oh, Daniel Jones didn't have an interception this week.
I'd rather have Daniel than Baker too, man.
All right,
and he has way more turnovers.
Here's the deal, Dan. I know exactly how you feel, and I know where you're coming from. I do. I get it. But Baker's had like a different head coach and offensive coordinator every single year. They finally found a head coach.
Why do we talk about Baker so much, by the way?
Because he sucks. I'm tired of him.
Fucking, like, I think Marcus mentioned that to me. He's like, you guys talk about Baker a lot.
Because we talk about polarizing topics on the show. That's why we talk about Baker.
God, fuck Baker. He has more commercials than fucking.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan either, but he's had such a carousel in thank you. He had had such a carousel with the front office and the head coaching and even like players he's had around him, like in and out. He's starting, he's not starting. We have this guy as a coach whose last name is Kitchens, and he looks like his last name is Kitchens.
Yeah.
And you finally have this new guy from New England. I can't even think of his name. He's a hard-nosed guy. He's got all these guys. He's got the ducks in order. And, yeah, Baker's not lighting up or playing well, but you know what? We have continuity. The Browns are 6-3. They're right there. You know what I mean?
Fuck the Browns. They beat the freaking lonely Texans. You know what I mean? And I told you, Deshaun Watson's bad.
They're 6-3. Good for them. They should won at 17-7 realistically, so that doesn't look as
That's
bad.
true, and I have Chubb on my fantasy. Fuck that guy
blows.
for now.
Next
but
game.
I still beat Dan.
I just think ownership, last thing I'm going to say, has a total mistrust in this dude, bro. Like, he was 12 of 20 for 120 yards. Have you ever, like, that's rushing numbers nowadays. Like, this dude, his numbers are just insanely bad. Like, he's bad. Like, I don't know. Like, eye test or on paper, any way you want it, really, really, really subpar, bro, with the sicko line, lots of tight end options.
I don't know. You
receivers.
also think Daniel Jones is good, so
I never said that. I just said I'd rather have him. I don't think Daniel Jones is good. He has a ton of fumbles, ton of turnovers.
You also think Jameis is good?
Okay, no, I don't. What I'm saying is I would prefer Jameis over him. That's how bad old boy is. So don't twist my words. I just said I'd rather have both of them than him. That's how bad he is.
We can all agree.
Next game. Yeah, he sucks. Okay, Bucks at Panthers. Bucks just absolutely bodied the Panthers. Coming off the loss to the Saints where they rushed the ball like 4 times total. Well, they rushed it a lot. Ronald Jones had a 98-yard rushing touchdown. Only 4 guys have ever had a 98-yard rushing touchdown.
Did it like 4 times in the same game?
Seemingly.
Maybe. Is he the other? Is he one of them?
Yeah.
Derrick Henry had like 2 95-plus yard touchdowns in the same freaking game.
No, in that game that you're talking about, he did. He had a 99-yard, he had a 46-yard, and like a 60 and a 52-yard.
That's insane.
Game.
Stupid.
How would you feel as a defense?
And he's a power back. Like, what do you mean you get 99-yard touchdowns?
Anyways, back to the Bucks and the Panthers. The Bucks came out hot. Tom Brady had, I think, 2 rushing touchdowns.
5 total touchdowns. 5 total touchdowns. 2 rushing,
Dual
3
threat.
passing.
Bro, 46 and still getting it. 46 and hanging 46 on the Panthers, bro.
Hey,
Let's
there you
go.
go.
Michael Vick
That's
2.0.
fire. What do you
And
guys
with
got?
that, the Panthers also lost Teddy B to a knee injury. You hate to see that.
Is that
I
like-
love Teddy Bridgewater. He's having a fantastic season too. Fantastic to his terms. You know what I mean? Yards,
playing
wise, and
well.
statistics,
Yeah.
especially with the teams he has. McCaffrey came back last week. Why'd you drink that? That's funny. McCaffrey came back last
For our
week, lit
YouTube
it up.
listeners.
But he's hurt again. He has a shoulder injury now, and he's going to be out a couple weeks. So, I mean, the Panthers, just your two offensive weapons out again. This was a dismantling, dude. The Bucks, they're weird. You know what I mean? You fucking Tom Brady had a quarterback rating of like fucking 52 last week, and then he had a quarterback rating of like 138 this week. So it's just like this. It's a weird team. You love them, you hate them, you trust them, you don't know. But the losses that they've had, I think, have been to the Saints.
They lost to the Saints twice.
Twice. That's what it is. That's what I meant to say. They lost to the Saints twice. If you're going to lose, I guess that's the team to lose to.
Not by 35
Unfortunately,
points.
that's in your division, so it's going
Yeah.
to fuck you in the end. But
You guys
Yeah.
want to know something cool about McCaffrey? Before this year, he has never missed a practice due to
Dang.
injury or anything. And he's a running back who's like 5'9". I mean, he's built like a brick shithouse, but he's never missed a practice before this season. He's missed like 90% of the games. That's kind of nuts.
And the way they use him, he's just good at like dodging. You know, he doesn't
Big
get hit
hits.
on.
No
head
one gets
on,
a
yeah.
clean like lick on
Like
him.
LT, I remember he was that way. He just kind of fall to the side. Like running backs, that's a talent that you got
that
to
is a
have.
talent. That's,
you know?
that's a great point.
You know, it's
Like,
funny. Adrian Peterson sought that out. He's like, "Oh, you want to come hit me in the hole? I'll hit you first."
I feel like Derrick
He's
Henry
my
kind of
favorite.
like doesn't suck. Yeah, that's why I loved AP too. He was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna come hit you.
I'ma hit you.
Mojo was kind of like that too.
Yeah,
That's-
Maurice
I love
Jones-Drew.
Maurice Jones-Drew for that too.
But yeah, Derrick Henry. It's funny. All right, we'll get on to
Let's
that.
move on. Jaguars, Packers. This was oddly close. The Jaguars were actually winning for a long part of this.
I know. I was shocked.
But then Aaron Rodgers did Aaron Rodgers things. He was not the problem, by the way. He had like a passer rating 128. He looked fantastic. It was just a weird one, but good teams
Special
win
teams.
the ugly ones. You know what I mean?
It was like last week when the Steelers
That's exactly what I was
barely
about
beat
to
the
say.
Cowboys. It's a muddy game, and you know who wins the muddy games?
And guess what? It's hard to win the NFL. I don't care who you're playing. If home or away doesn't really matter this season, especially the amount of fans and shit. It matters a little bit, but not as much. Especially, I saw a statistic that the home team is only winning at a 54% rate. That's
Yeah.
the lowest ever in NFL history.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just
Isn't that crazy?
that's different,
That's a
yeah.
crazy stat, right?
That's
like
good.
it's not intimidating going into Seattle anymore. There's no 12th man. Like,
Yeah, I mean, a lot in KC, too. It's for anyone, dude. All right, let's move on to, I mean, do you guys got much to say about this Packer game?
No, we're good. Perfect.
Cool. Chargers, Dolphins. I
All
know
right,
you guys
next.
want to talk about this one. Travis, go ahead and start us off.
All right. Well, you know, I got my weekly rants about how shitty this team is.
Can you keep
What?
it light?
I'll keep it light. Miami was more impressive than the Chargers were disappointing.
Yes.
I think Miami has a spectacular defense.
They really
invested
do,
a lot
bro.
of money in their corners. They invested a lot of money in draft
Who
capital.
saw this coming, bro? Really, though.
For Miami?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
predicted at the beginning of the year that Miami was going to be lit and the Patriots would suck.
You
You're
did.
not wrong.
So far, so good, right?
Pats are coming, baby. Let's go. No, I'm playing.
Like
I don't know. Who knows?
I don't want to go down on Tua too hard here, but he had 2 interceptions dropped by the Chargers, like bad throws. Like literally, it was hilarious. Kenneth Murray, our middle linebacker, went to go get a pick. It went through his hands. I'm doing the diamond motion with my hands. It literally went through his hands, and the guy behind him caught it. So if there was any other competent player,
Oh, that was
that would
bad.
have been intercepted.
God, that
And
was
then the
annoying.
second interception was a tip ball, like the corner tipped it, and Denzel Perryman, the guy who had a hell of a game,
Yeah.
like it literally was like falling into his hands like a gift from God, and his dumbass dropped it.
Must be nice to be a Charger fan watching that, too.
No, I mean it's cool. I'm used to it, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's you know, whatever. But
Yeah.
I love their defense. I think that Tua's a really, really good quarterback, and yeah, I don't know.
He's more mobile than I thought, too.
It was cool to see the Chargers just get beat, other than like break my heart.
Yeah, it
And
was
we
by
blew it.
8 points this time for once.
But it was actually more than that because we did get
Oh,
a
it
garbage
felt-
time touchdown,
Yeah,
you know?
it wasn't as- it
so,
wasn't
like,
that
we did get bodied. And, you know, right when I tweeted that Justin Herbert's absolutely the real deal, old boy threw a miserable pick. And I was like, God dang it.
That's a little
But
bit on Mike. Mike didn't box him out well. I don't want to blame too much on Herbert, but it wasn't.
It seemed like, yeah, sure. I mean, I'm not that discouraged by Justin Herbert. I still think he's the real deal. I think if we build around him in the O-line in the draft, then we're okay for next year. I don't know what okay means, but much better than this year. And let's forget this game. We good? Next. Aaron, you got anything or no? Sorry.
caught a little bit of this game. What I took from it was the Dolphins are really good. Honestly, I mean,
Yeah.
like we've said it, like the Chargers are much better than their record shows. Everyone knows it. They know it. They need a new head coach. But I also saw the Dolphins body this team, and it was pretty impressive. And Miami's defense, Travis mentioned it before, has been amazing. Daniel mentioned as well the 2 touchdowns in 2 weeks in a row. So, I mean, this defense, they look like a complete team. And it's kind of funny because
I like Brian Flores, bro. I think he's legit.
And I'll give you guys both credit for this because 3 weeks ago when remember we were like, do you start Tua now or do you?
Yeah.
We literally had that conversation and I was against it.
And like the next day,
and I was like,
when they were
and
like,
literally
Tua
that,
started.
yeah, I was like, the next day they're like, Tua starting, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. And I didn't think it was going to go as well as they did. Tua has not been amazing. He has 5 touchdowns with 500 yards in 3 games. Do the fucking
That first game was real bad, though.
do the averages, you know what I mean? So it's not suck his dick too much saying
Yeah.
he's a good quarterback and everything. They don't have tape on him that we're giving Lamar. I mentioned that last week too. But that defense looks good. Like you mentioned, they spent a lot of money in it, getting the corners. This is a very good team, and I think it's going to be a very good team for a very long time now.
Who's their receivers? Do they have anybody notable?
Devontae Parker.
Devontae Parker's
and
good.
Preston Williams, who was out this week.
Okay.
And then they also Jeremy Grant, or not Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant plays small
I know,
forward
but
for the
Grant.
Denver Nuggets.
No, it's something Grant though.
It's
Why?
Grant Senior, number 19.
Because I picked him up in fantasy. And
You guys-
got me 15.
I think that it would do them a good solid if their first round pick this year is a receiver. Like he just needs
They have
somebody.
2
okay,
first-round picks.
It's like Lamar Jackson has. It's like Devontae Parker is Hollywood Brown
I
on
think
the
they have 2 seconds.
on the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
I'm sorry,
So
I didn't mean to.
He needs a better receiver. Anyway,
No, he needs a guy, right? He's got
everyone. Yeah, he needs a guy.
Dude, fuck it. Go get OBJ or something.
Why not?
Fuck it, dude.
and I think OBJ is going to enjoy Miami.
Next Wago, we got Seahawks at Rams. The Rams won, bro. Russell Wilson I think he had like 3 picks, maybe even 4.
He had 2 picks,
Oh, wow. I was
1
off.
fumble,
Okay, 3 turnovers.
0 touchdowns.
Really bad game for him. You know, the D-line got after him. Old boy on, God, I'm drawing a blank. Best player in the NFL right now. Going.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. Jeez, that's bad. He got after it again, probably had a few sacks, probably had even more, knockdowns. What a monster. And, yeah, Russell is just – it's evident that he's feeling the pressure of having to do absolutely everything, number one. But also he's now becoming a detriment to the team being good, unfortunately, because he's trying to force things. And it's hurting him in the long run. And it's hurting the team, bro, which sucks.
I saw a stat that he had 14 touchdowns in the first 3 weeks. He's had 14 touchdowns the last 6 weeks.
14 touchdowns the first 3 weeks, 14. Oh,
He has
wow.
30 touchdowns already? Or 28?
It's 28.
Damn.
He has 20. He had 28 last week too, though.
Yeah, well,
So, yeah,
that's some good math.
That's okay.
Well, Baker's got 15 all year, okay?
But
And
also-
5 were in 1 week. Sorry to
Against
say.
the Bengals.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just saying he's also had like 7 interceptions in the last 3 weeks as well.
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah.
So that's, you know what I mean? It's relying too much on him. It's also hurting his MVP chance.
Yes.
We'll get to that. Let's give it the cliffhanger. Trav, anything on that game?
I didn't watch a second of this game.
Okay, cool. Me neither. So,
So,
that's why I
I mean,
didn't
I'm
want to
shocked.
The biggest thing I took from this game, just to continue, is, dude, Drew Brees took a fucking lick, bro. He has a ruptured lung.
Wait, we're talking about Drew
we're,
Brees.
We're doing the Rams Seahawks.
Oh, we're still doing
All
that
right,
one?
next
Oh,
game,
my
though.
bad.
No, let's go to the next
I'm
game.
so sorry. I thought
Saints at Niners, bro.
Go, Aaron.
Go ahead, Aaron.
Drew Brees has a punctured lung and
Broken ribs.
and fractured ribs, bro. He got absolutely rocked.
Daniel's getting his wish.
Jameis
Jameis
Winston gets to play. Yay, Daniel gets to watch his boy, I guess.
I don't like Jameis,
No,
bro.
you're attached to
You're
that guy now.
officially the Jameis Winston guy.
You're the
We're gonna
stand of
slap you
Jameis
with that
Winston.
label every time anything's to talk about Jameis Winston.
I
You want to eat this dub?
I'd prefer him over Baker, bro. Like I think you guys would
Listen,
too.
I hate
Let's see
Baker,
what he
but I'll
does.
take
Let's
him
see
10
what he
out of
does.
I don't
Let's
know.
see what he
James
does.
Winston also had eye surgery, so maybe he can see.
Come
a little
on. Yep.
I don't know.
If Sean
I-
Payne can't help that guy see
What I
him.
got from it is the Niners. Like I said,
You know what?
I
I'm
think
picking him
couple-
up on fantasy right now. You guys
Do
shut
it.
up.
Oh, dude, he might put up like 400 yards. Anyway.
Yeah, I know you will.
But anyways, the Saints did enough. The Niners aren't good. They're missing fucking everyone. I saw this decline happening. I feel like everyone did, but not to this degree just because no one can predict injuries.
Yeah.
However, the Saints, man, they're expecting Drew Brees to come back for playoffs, but that's very optimistic for a 40, was he 41, 42? How old is he? 43 or something.
41, I think.
He's up there. He's a 40-year-old
He's
coming
a
off of
40-year-old.
fractured ribs and a punctured lung. So it's just like, it's a lot. That's all I got from it, man. He's hurt. We don't know if he's going to do. The Saints were looking really good, and I think their top power rankings probably dropped.
The Saints or the who's?
Saints.
You'll have to stay tuned to
Fucking
find out.
we literally got to wait a little bit longer. All right, go ahead.
Honestly,
I think
honestly, what I was gonna say is I don't think Drew was the reason they were 6-2 before this game.
not at all.
7-2 now. I don't think Drew did anything special this year. I don't think he had his full heart in it. I mean, I'm not saying Drew wasn't out there putting in work, but I think Drew saw the light at the end of the tunnel. I think
Didn't you say he already signed his broadcast
he
deal?
already signed his deal with CBS before the
hilarious.
season, and the Saints
He had his foot out the door. Yeah.
he was ready to go. So I mean, I'm sure Drew. I'm not glad he's hurt or anything. Like I'm not trying to say that, but I think Jameis or Taysom Hill, we don't know what they're gonna do. And Sean Payton,
He'll mix him in though.
Sean Payton is going to make those guys figure it out. Like Jameis Winston, remember, he was with Bruce Arians, who we talked about not being that great of a head coach for his whole career.
And in his first year, every quarterback he ever had their career high in turnovers.
And so now we got Sean
You know?
Payton, one of the most like offensive guru, like big time play calling head coaches in the league.
Yeah, Drew Brees, but okay.
Exactly. Yeah, he had Drew Brees, but Drew Brees wasn't this good on the Chargers for 4 years.
That's true.
So what I'm saying is like, hey, if anybody,
But the Chargers, no one's
Jameis Winston,
Chargers.
Exactly.
Except for
Winston-
Jay Herbert. Gosh.
Jameis Winston was a number 1 overall pick for a reason, and if anybody can squeeze out,
All right,
talent-
you're the Jameis Winston fan. Okay?
No, I'm just saying.
I think Jameis does well too.
I think he'll do well.
Yeah.
But do I think? I don't know, dude. He's in a better system. I don't know, dude.
He's in a good system,
He's
bro.
in a great
hey,
system.
hey.
We'll
great
see.
situation.
We'll
Dude.
see. Let's just see. Let's
Yeah,
just
we'll
see.
He has
Finish
he
out.
has really good receivers, and Sean Payton, bro. You know that Sean Payton knows, like, okay, this dude right here, like,
I feel like we're hanging on the last game too.
we are, but I just want to get this out. Bruce Arians, they were dumping 50-yard balls all over the lot, and like they're not going to do that on the Saints, bro. Michael Thomas's bread and butter is the slant route. You know, I hate to say that, but that's him. And Emmanuel Sanders, that's your deep threat. But Sean Payton's going to do exactly what Jameis Winston can do. He's going to restrict him a little bit, and it's going to be good for him, bro. Anyways,
so.
next
I like
game. Vikings, Bears. Vikings squeaked this one out. I think Nick Foles got hurt. Nobody watched this game that I know of.
I listened to it on the way here, and like the most exciting part is Dalvin Cook started doing all right, but he got held in check. The Bears' front seven is actually pretty damn good.
They're really good.
They held Derrick Henry in check. Now they're holding Dalvin Cook in check. Those are arguably the top 4 running backs in the league right now. So you know they did all right. But
I say top 2. Who else we got? Maybe
in terms
active.
of running backs, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey.
Alvin had like 5 rushing yards. He has a lot of touchdowns because they just use him in the
Receiving and
reception
everything
game
like
and
that.
stuff like that. But I
Nick
think
Chubb has
true
gotta-
runners,
Yeah, maybe Nick Chubb probably. Kareem Hunt had 100 yards, and they had 100.
they had 2 100-yard rushers.
Yeah, and
they
only
had more
fucking
rushing.
10 points too, motherfuckers.
They had triple the rushing yards of passing yards, which is kind of crazy, you know?
Okay, so why are you mad that he only threw for 130 when I'm rushing for 280?
Because they won 10-7, so why wouldn't you be throwing the ball? What I'm saying is the ownership doesn't trust Baker
Okay,
Mayfield.
I'm done. I'm done talking
I already
about fucking
told you
Baker.
that. Okay. All right. So
I'm sorry, Thomas. This game is. I don't care.
Yeah, sorry.
I love you, bud, but
I really don't.
Thomas knows too. He's mad at the Bears. He thinks their
whack to
offense
watch. They have
sucks.
the worst offense I've ever
they're no
watched.
fun, dude. And you know what's funny about the Bears? They've never really been that fun. Like they've always had sick defenses, and that's where most of
They
their
were fun
success
with
has come
Devin
to.
Hester, though.
Yeah,
No,
Devin
they were
Hester was
when
great.
Jay Cutler was there.
Jay
'Cause
Cutler and Devin.
Oh, yeah.
because he's just a drama queen, reality TV show. Did we just finish all? But Chris, how we do this week?
Chris, how quick?
time are we at?
That seemed quick.
33 minutes.
Oh, I like it.
That's
I
not
think
bad.
33.
I think
is
we did
clutch.
like 45 was our best last time. Boom. Next thing we got, let me just check and see what it is.
Oh, because Daniel's the swipey gay. Let's see what we got. Oh, who's that handsome devil?
Lordy.
That
Travis
is
is
me.
top 10.
Oh, we got some music.
That's official.
This week on Travis's Top 10.
I got to get some noise on this.
All right. Should I go to the first one?
All right, cool. Yeah. Number 10, Miami Dolphins stay the same.
Oh, wow.
What's a pod without the Dolphins? Do you guys get it?
That's good.
A group of Dolphins
Nice.
is a pod.
Travis, we got it.
I have to give
Took me
credit.
5 seconds.
I have to give credit to Olivia on that.
Okay.
Olivia came up with that one.
Now I hate it all of a sudden. No, I'm just playing.
Miami Dolphins stay the same. They beat a shitty team and pretty handedly. I don't want to move them up. Guys, I just also want to preface, there are 15 teams that are 6-3 or better. That is half the NFL are 6-3 or better. I had to leave off teams that I'm not going to tell you right now because we still have more to go. But I had to leave off some good-ass teams. I just want to say that before we go on to number 9.
I wonder if that's the first time that's ever been the case. That 16 or 15?
That is kind of crazy.
15 teams are sick.
Yeah.
And the Bears were
So
5-4 before tonight. So, I mean, whatever that means.
Damn. All right.
15 teams.
That is crazy.
You guys like number 10? You guys have anything to say?
I love the captions. I'm excited for each one.
Cool. Seattle Seahawks, contender or pretender? Like Aaron mentioned, we don't know what they are. Like, maybe they're not as good as we thought. They've fallen off the cliff. I had them drop 2 spots to number 9. I still think they can right the ship. I still think there's that possibility, but I am not banking on it.
They're far from winning a Super Bowl, and I didn't think that going in. I did not think that going into the season, especially after the first few weeks after seeing Russ. But with Russ, not having as good as weeks, you got to rely on other people. We can't. You obviously can't. We knew that throughout the year. So if Russ is not MVP Russ, this team is going down, and I don't think he does as well.
Yeah. I think Carlos Dunlap will be a good addition. Jamal Adams is hurt again. I think Quandre Diggs is out. They have another starting corner that's been out.
Even when Jamal came back, they still had some real.
They still lost to the Bills like 34
You know what I
to
mean?
20.
So I'm just saying.
No,
like,
yeah. No,
I appreciate
dude,
Jamal Adams, and he is a game
too.
maker. But come on,
They got. I think they have 3 DBs that are out right now, and yeah, let me not say they're great, but that's gonna hurt you, bro. I mean, that's the NFL. So when guys get injured, well, it is what it is. So next one.
All right, we'll see if the ship gets rocked. Number 8. The Tennessee Titans. Can Derrick Henry play defense too?
Nice.
why are you smiling, dog?
Well,
Derek looks like he could play linebacker or DN, maybe even too.
Well, what I'm at is the Tennessee Titans seem to have this all-star, just incredible player in Derrick Henry. Their offense can be clicking. It's not so much last week. But Derrick Henry, can you play defense too? Like, they need help in the secondary. They need help on defense. They've been getting cooked. They just gave up 34 points to the Colts. And Phillip Rivers, who's 119 years old and wasn't even athletic when he was 23. So what the hell do you want? Like, it's a tough one. I still think that they're a ship that can get rightened, that can be set right. Okay, thank you, Chris. But they're still on my top 10 at number 8. They dropped 4 spots because they did get beat so badly by the Colts, who are not on my top 10 list. Okay. I don't know. It's hard. Next one. Arizona Cardinals. Hail Murray, full of grace.
God
You guys
Nailed
like that one?
Travis
You guys
is
like that
killing
one?
it,
Oh,
man.
Travis really tried hard on this
These
one.
are really good.
This one took me like 20 minutes. I was sitting on the toilet like, what can I do? I
That's
tried
hilarious.
so hard to. All right, Arizona Cardinals are 6-3, leading the division. First time on my top 10. The Rams are 6-3, the Seahawks are 6-3, the Cards are 6-3, and due to tiebreakers, they are number 1
Damn.
in the NFC West.
Do you think they pull out the division win?
They've been playing pretty damn good. I don't know. Like,
I don't
their
know.
numbers,
I'm not
They
sold on
squeezed
them
one
yet.
against the Bills team that was in the top 4. So
exactly. They shouldn't
Oh,
have
yeah.
necessarily won it outside of that Hail Mary.
Hey.
But they bottom line is they won. They beat an elite team at home, and they're number 7. I got it first time on the top 10.
I agree with this list so far.
Number 6.
Not the first time. You had him at 7 last time.
Shut
That's what
up,
that
Daniel.
blue
Just
sign-
swipe the damn thing. Shut up.
Just
Buffalo
saying, bro.
Bills wah, wah, dropped to number 6. Sorry. My quote was, well, you tried, but DeAndre Hopkins is too much for you. That's where I was at with that. This one was a tough one. I couldn't figure out how to beat.
Yeah, 7 and
Zingy.
3. I mean, that's a hard to go down. But yeah, I mean, even on losing on a Hail Mary, maybe not dropping 3, but
The bottom line is they were in that position. They're going into their bye weeks. And hopefully
that's
they can
true.
get
That
stuff right.
defense, you can't even hold them for 32 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Nobody pressed DeAndre Hopkins off the ball at all.
I saw that there's a lot of people that complain that no one pressed. Like, dude, come on.
What are you
press.
thinking? You
And
don't
then
think he's the one getting the ball? Like,
And then
what?
they had their nickel cornerbacks like jumping routes that are on the 20. Like, dude, what you jumping routes for? Go in the end zone and just stay there. I know there's 3 people on them. I need 6 on them. Straight the fuck up.
Yeah.
7-3 team. I had them drop 3 spots. I still think that they're a good team. I don't know if they're necessarily Super Bowl contenders, but I think they're great. Number 5. Come January, Tom will be Tom. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 7-3. They moved up 4.
He looks like Mitchell there.
Don't give Mitchell that, please. I hope he doesn't listen to
He
that.
just looks like Goofy, like, what's up, guys?
Mitchell's my little
Does he not
brother,
look like
just
Mitch right there? A little bit, right?
Yeah, because his teeth are sticking out.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys are assholes.
He's my brother.
I
I'm
love
allowed
Mitch.
to be an asshole.
He's my brother,
I
too.
love you, Mitch.
All right, well, I have him at number 5. I had to move up 4 spots. They got just destroyed by the Saints last week, so I was super down on them. This week they came back and did really good. And, I think when Tom Brady and that offense figure it out, they're going to be good. They have a great defensive front seven, some quality guys in the secondary. They have 2 great running backs. I think that Tampa Bay is definitely a contender in the NFC.
I want to have a little say on this. I'm a little bit bipolar on this, and it seems like you are too.
I am. I don't know.
By going up from 9-5 for Tampa after beating a beaten up Carolina team in a division, and you're gonna have them go up 4.
Well, they won like 36-14.
It was by 46-23. It was by 23. But I feel you was an ass whooping. 4 spots, a little firm for me, buddy.
Yeah, I understand, but where I'm at is I think this team is going to be there in January.
It's Tom. Tom being
It's Tom. Tom's going to be Tom.
Still
Dan?
waiting on our Chargers to be on this list, but we'll see. We'll see. We got 4 more
Not
spots,
yet.
guys.
Number 4, Dano.
Oh, there it
New
is.
Orleans Saints, they went up to at 7-2. I wonder how the
Nice.
crab legs are on Bourbon Street.
Nice. I like that one.
Because we got Jameis coming in. Do you get it?
Yep.
Andy? You don't look like you get
Yeah,
it.
he stole crab
He stole
legs.
crab
I
legs.
got
Okay,
it.
thank you.
Fuck you.
I wonder how the crab legs are going to be on Bourbon
I've
Street.
been to Bourbon Street, by the way.
All right, dude. Cool.
Fun fact.
Jameis, can I
Yeah.
get back to my list?
Yes.
Thanks. Jameis Winston coming into the lineup. Saints are 7-2.
What are you gonna
They're
do?
the 7-2. They're 7-2. You know, and I think Jameis is going to fill in for Drew just fine. I think that Sean Payton's going to put him in position to win. I think Jameis is going to be fine. I think we're going to see more Taysom Hill as we go on.
Oh yeah.
And 7-2, 7-2.
Okay.
Anything?
No, I'm not. It's firm. You mean losing your starting quarterback and going up? I know they won, but it's not
They're
my
s-
power ranking either.
It ain't.
And
right.
you guys literally said you thought he was going to do better with Jameis in there. So
No,
I mean,
not-
like,
not-
you're staying pat
That's
with
where I'm
what
at.
you thought. So I fuck with that.
I
Not-
appreciate that, Aaron.
Not better necessarily, but like I do remember that.
Teddy
Oh,
went 5-0 last year.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to go with. So that's where I think Jameis can keep the ship afloat. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hear you, Trav.
Numero 3. The Green Bay Packers are Gouda. It's cheesy pun, I know.
I
Do you guys get it?
got 2 and 1.
I got 2
you.
and 1.
Damn it, Travis. These are good.
All right, Green Bay Packers.
You know who says this? Sammy Cantu says some shit like this.
Corny ass puns.
This is Sammy Cantu written all over it, bro.
Just in case you guys didn't hear me the first time.
Did Olivia do
The
this
quote-
one as well?
No, I did all of them except for that one.
Okay, sorry.
Why? Is it too good for me to do it?
No, it's
Kinda,
good.
yeah.
No,
Or is it too bad that I didn't do it?
Just say it again.
She's going to listen to it.
Yeah.
Okay, Green Bay Packers are 7-2. They're out here winning muddy games against the Jaguars, putting it on everyone else that they play. Green Bay Packers are great. Aaron Rodgers is going to be in your top 5 NFL MVPs. I know he is. I mean, they have a good running game. They have one of the best, if not the best, wide receiver in football. They have a solid defense, not horrible. They got a great left tackle, great left guard. They have a good offensive line overall. Green Bay, number 3. I think they're going to be the front runner and probably play the Bucks in the title game.
It's kind of weird. Van Scantling, he had 100 yards and 2 touchdowns this last week. It's weird. He disappears and you fucking complain about them having nobody, and then he has a game like this, and he's had other games like this, and then you're like, oh wait, Aaron Rodgers has players.
Yeah.
No, it's because you have fucking Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean, yeah, having Devontae Adams, you know,
He was
everyone-
kind of marginal this game.
But dude, you know damn well they literally are having a safety over the top
Oh, yeah.
on them and pressing them with a corner. So
No.
it's nice to have another weapon for Aaron. I love Aaron Rodgers. I'm such a stan of his. He's my favorite player ever. So yeah, go ahead.
Dan?
Yeah, same, man. Like Scantling's, he's probably a fantasy nightmare. It's like he's gonna pop off for 30, and then he
Yeah.
gets 0, and
Probably
you
the
drop
most
him, and
frustrating.
then he gets 30 again, and that sucks.
I literally didn't start him this week.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at in my other league. I had him and I didn't start him, and I was like, son of a bitch.
All right, Dan. Number 2.
Numero 2. Or is it? Oh,
Swipe it. Come on, dude. Can you figure it out, Dan? Thank you. 1B,
that was
Kansas
firm.
City Chiefs.
Ah,
Stay
it's
the
your
same.
1B shit.
I really want to put them at number 1.
are you Keyshawn Johnson with this list? 1B, 1A. That's good.
I'll be Keyshawn Johnson if you want me to.
All right, fair enough. You guys are like the same height. I don't think
Listen.
you run the same 40 times.
I'm a few shades lighter than him.
yeah.
But the Kansas City Chiefs are 8-1. They're on a bye week this week. I mean, shit, they're going to win the Super Bowl. They're my number 2, though, because Steelers are undefeated, and I can't put them over.
But why?
Because
If you're
they're
feeling that way, bro, I'd throw them at 1. I don't know.
We'll see next week, but I'm going with 1B.
Okay.
I think these were easy. You know what I mean? These last 2 are easy. Obviously, I know they had a bye week, so it's just like everyone is healthy too for Kansas City. So it's like great.
And the Steelers just won like 37-10. Like, what am I going to do, move them down?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, you're right.
All right, cool. Number 1. Oh, looks like Chris handled that one.
I did. I just pressed it.
Oh, I didn't even look.
Nice.
Pittsburgh
Jeez.
Steelers, number 1, first time 9-0 in franchise history. I don't know if you guys remember last week. First time 8-0 in franchise history, and I'm going to continue to do this every week until that's not the case.
I think even 7-0 was the first time too.
No, I
Hey,
think
no?
they did that 2 other times before though, but
Okay.
it's been a minute.
All right, cool. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers 9-0. Put it on the Bengals. Like, what else do you want?
Yeah, we kind of talked about it earlier. This team is complete. They look great. So this is again the first top two's got to be easy.
The top of the list is
it's nice.
cake.
And the Steelers aren't even like James Conner's he hasn't been outstanding. He's been okay. Big Ben hasn't been throwing the ball downfield at all. They're kind of more
He's up there in yards. He's top 8 in yards still.
not downfield though. Like he's kind of throwing little
He has
out-
playmakers, dog. He has Juju.
Yeah,
he
that's
has
what I'm saying.
He's Claypool.
Deontay and Claypool. So what he's been doing, I noticed, is like maybe some slants, maybe some out routes, and like it'll be, maybe it's a bubble screen out here, and they're all just doing the damn thing.
But he
So-
can still get it outside the numbers.
oh yeah, and that's important
What Travis
for a
always
quarterback.
says.
But when the Pittsburgh Steelers win Super Bowls, you know how they win Super Bowls?
Running
Defense
the
and running.
Defense, bro. And their defense is lit.
Really,
why I
probably the
don't-
best defense I remember. From
And that's
them.
why I don't want to
Crazy.
put the Kansas City over them because I
Yeah.
think that's what the matchup's
Defense
going to be.
always.
I think it's going to be Big Ben. Can he keep up with Pat? And the Steelers are going to hold back Pat to being almost human. He won't ever be human.
For real, Pat.
Almost human. So that's my top 10.
I like it, dude. That was a great list. And to leave the Raiders off, the Colts off,
The Ravens weren't on it. Colts.
and the Ravens.
I'm cool with the Ravens not
the
being on
Browns are not on it, Daniel.
In my opinion,
Yeah,
and
that's good.
this is being
They're
a
not going anywhere. Promise you.
being a Titans fan, I would have had the Titans off the list, and I probably would have had the
Colts.
Colts on the list. Yeah,
The Titans are a more complete team to me. I think the Colts are great defensively. The running backs have a little bit of injuries, and I think Phil is not good. I like Randall
Where
Tannehill
are
way
the
more than I
Col-
like Phil.
not my list.
The Colts are 6-3 too, dude. What the?
Where are the Colts not complete, bro? Aside from QB?
Quarterback.
Do you think Tannehill
Do you
is more
think Philip
complete
Rivers
than,
is going to be able to go into Pittsburgh in January when it's snowing and be able to throw the ball more than 6 yards?
I don't know that he has to. They have a
does
good running
has
back
to.
game.
No, dude. I mean,
You think-
Hines had a good game, but it was all out of the backfield, bro. I mean, like him checking it down and him making
yeah.
plays, which I agree. But
Phil,
that was
that's Phil's bread and
But that
butter.
was this week, bro. That
Yeah.
was this week. You should like the first 6
Yeah.
games of this season that apparently you forgot about. He did fucking miserable.
Yeah.
bro.
He did not.
Where
Do
I'm
we
at-
need-
where
he
I'm
had
at
one or
is-
two bad games so
is-
far.
is-
But dog, if you eye test, apparently you didn't watch this either, bro. It's typical Phil fashion.
No,
Yeah,
it was,
he-
I know you didn't watch it.
no, he's always does that. Yes.
so
No, but
that's,
that's
what
where I'm at.
that's what he's saying, and that you're apparently arguing with.
where I'm at is I feel like if
stats are good.
with the playoffs come around,
His stats are good, but they're just typical filler stats in a way. I mean, like he had a great game against the Titans. He's 9-2 against the Titans in his career. But like the last 3 weeks, he has a quarterback rating of 100 plus. So he has been doing really well. I'll give you that. But I'm just saying the first 5 weeks or 6 weeks of the season weren't like that, Daniel. If you watched it, it was reliant on the defense, and they still didn't do well.
I'm gonna pull up the stats. So
Pull up
go.
the
Don't
stats,
worry
then.
about it.
Oh, Daniel's gonna try to be smart with some stats.
yeah,
randomly.
keep trying.
Oh,
Here we are. Hey, let's move into
Let's
Pick'ems,
go,
Chris.
let's go.
Pick'ems, Chris.
Oh, I got this one. Okay.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
This is not the pick. Are the Colts playing the Titans this week? I thought they just played.
Oh, this was last week's.
Hold on, we got to reload. Don't worry. This is gonna give me time to pull up the stats. Okay. Philip Rivers. All right. Okay. Who's ready?
That'd be it. Yep, those are it.
My boy Phil. First game, 370 yards, 1 tutty, 2 picks. Not good. We knew he started bad.
We're not going to go through Philip Rivers' stats. We're going to move.
Yeah, please don't go through Philip Rivers.
All right, he's
stats.
got
Are you shitting me?
2,400 yards, 1,000 more than Baker. You know, let's start there.
Oh, dude, are we comparing everyone to Baker all of a sudden, Dan? Please stop.
Well, yeah, he's got a better receiving core.
Please stop.
I know, you're right.
Please stop.
Okay, fine.
Okay, here we go.
Run it.
Okay.
Week 1, we have our first game for the Pick'ems segment. We have the Arizona Cardinals are traveling to Northwest Seattle, or wherever, in the Northwest. You know what I'm getting at. Seahawks are favored -3. Aaron, what do you got?
This is tough. I'm going to go with the Seahawks. And I know I was just talking about how bad Russell has been doing and how good the Cardinals have been doing. I just think Russ has a bounce-back game because he's an elite quarterback. That's my reasoning.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think that the Seahawks do have a bounce back game. Russell's been historically atrocious the last 2 or 3 games. That's uncharacteristic, and I'm not sold on the Cardinals' defense at all.
With this being said, I'm rooting for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean,
I like the Cardinals team. I like Colin Murray. I like that team. D-Hop, Larry Fitz. I like that team better than the Seahawks. I'm just picking the Seahawks.
I am actually going to go with the Arizona Cardinals.
Nice. That's not a bad pick.
Do you want to know why I'm going with the Arizona Cardinals?
Please.
Because the Seahawks do one thing really, really bad: cover dudes. And Kyler Murray is on pace to be the first player in NFL history to rush for over 1,000 because he has 10 rushing touchdowns this year and throw for over 4,000. That's pretty elite shit.
that'd be
I'm going to
insane.
switch mine.
No, too late, dude. I'm the only
No,
part.
come on, come
I
on.
know. All right, fine.
No, dude. D-Hop.
I really
and
like,
Kirk-
first time in podcast history, somebody changed another dude's mind, and I would like everyone to know that I did that.
I'm doing it. Yeah, I'm going Cardinals.
And also, don't get me wrong, Seattle's defense isn't great. Or excuse me, the Cardinals' defense isn't great, but I like their secondary. Budda Baker got a fat contract. You still got Patrick Peterson. Like, they have guys. You have Isaiah Simmons. I'm going with the Cardinals, and it's a -3. I think the Cardinals win outright.
Yeah, Dan, you got me on that. I mean, I was just thinking of like the receivers. I'm like, dude, this Seahawks secondary is gonna get torched.
Next game, Tennessee Titans at Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are favored by 6.5. I'll start this one because I feel like I always go last. I am going to go with, oh man, I kind of talked myself out of it, like in my head.
Oh.
I don't know. I was like, I was like,
you
oh, Derrick
thought
Henry's going to
yourself
run
out
all
of it.
over them. But
Pass me
then
another beer while you're thinking.
I was like, Derrick Henry's going to run all over them, but I changed my mind. I don't think he is.
You thought
It's a
yourself out of it.
6.5 point spread. No, you know what?
Should
I'm
I
going
start-
Tennessee. I'm going Tennessee.
I also go Tennessee. I think it's not even too difficult. I understand the Ravens are on a slide and they should come back too. But what tells you that they are going to come back? And, the Titans will run all over them, I believe. And yes, I picked the Titans.
But it's in Baltimore. That's a big one for me.
I know.
going with
I know.
the
It's a big-
6.5, a full touchdown. That's kind of where I drew that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm going with the Ravens.
You think they'll win by over a
I'm
touchdown?
going with the Ravens.
All right.
I'm going with the Ravens.
I think that's a good luck thing for you if you go.
No,
against
it's
your
not. I mean, I honestly should have went with the Colts last week because I kind of saw that coming. I'm going with the Ravens because the Ravens are super athletic, and yeah, we did really good against them last year. Guess what? We don't have the same defensive coordinator. We don't have the same secondary coach. I think they're just going to be way more athletic than us in the secondary, and they are. Their offense versus our defense scares the shit out of me, and I don't think the Titans keep up with them. Our secondary, our special teams has been horrendous. We haven't done anything to correct it.
Really bad, yeah.
So I think, I'm going with Ravens.
Cool. Next game, Chris's lowly Jets against me and Daniel's lowly Chargers. We're talking about a toilet bowl game. Got to get that toilet flushing drop going. Who wants to take this one?
I will, I guess. I just feel
8.5 points. Chargers
I
are
know,
favored.
I
The
know.
Chargers, didn't we say, have never been within 8 points?
Oh,
This
Daniel,
whole
who you got,
year-
dude? Daniel, who you got?
I'm thinking about it a lot over and over again, but I just feel
Just
like,
do it,
I
dude.
feel like the
Just pick the Jets.
No,
we
no,
know
no.
you're gonna, dude.
No, I'm not.
You really? You're
Yeah.
gonna pick the Chargers?
I am, dude.
When have the Chargers ever not let you down?
No, the Chargers always play down to their competition and up to their competition, usually losing by a little bit, regardless of how good the team is. But I just think, bro, they're due
You know
for
that
a
after you're
big
saying
win.
it out loud and you're going to pick the Chargers on that?
I do, and I'm just a rational Charger fan, but I think irrational. I didn't say rational. I think the Chargers win big, bro, by over 10 points even. So
I'm
let's
going
go.
with the Chargers as well. Even though I was just giving you shit, I thought the same shit, damn.
You know?
wanted
Just
to
kinda
say-
on some
I just
weird
wanted to
stuff?
say I think the Chargers blow out the Jets.
On some weird stuff. I don't know why.
Hey, do you guys remember in like 2017 and 18 how the Browns were 1-31 in 2 seasons? Do you remember
They beat
that?
the Chargers.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay, do you guys remember who that one win was?
Yes.
That was against the dumbass, sorry ass, stupid ass, back when they were San Diego Chargers. I am sorry. Jets are getting the first win of the season. 8.5 fucking points. My prediction by next podcast, we'll be talking about how Anthony Lynn got fired and Jets got their first win. I don't think this 8.5 points. Are you guys shitting me? You really think this dumbass team is going to win by 8.5 points? No friggin' way.
Change mine.
Thank you. 2 changes in this. Aaron's changing his. Hey, Daniel's taking a pee.
Change it, dude.
Dude, this is stupid. There's no way the Chargers are going to win by 9 points. Are you serious?
Change it.
This is.
Aaron, grow the fuck up, dude.
Sorry,
Don't
dude.
worry about Travis.
Dude.
I'm right. Why are you mad at me? I'm right.
I knew fully about the Browns beating us when they went 1-31 in 2 seasons.
is that game.
Was I
This is-
scared? Was I
this is gonna
scared
be-
when we barely beat the Chiefs when we had to go to the playoffs and they had their third stringers in and we beat them by like
I don't
a point?
care. This
No.
is the same exact situation. Nobody thought the Browns were going to win, and the dumbass Chargers lost to the Browns, and they went 1-31 over 2 years, and the one win was the Chargers. The
I feel
Jets.
very good about this one right here.
So do I.
For me,
8.5 points, dude. You really think they're going to win by 9?
call it 18.5, baby.
All right,
I
cool.
ain't
Travis and
scared
Aaron have
anyway.
got 1 point for next week for
Nah,
sure.
fine.
Next game, Chiefs are going to, I almost said Oakland, Las Vegas. Chiefs are favored by a 6.5, so a tutty. I'm going to start with this one. I think the Raiders, because they kind of put it on the Chiefs the first time, I think the Chiefs coming off a bye, because if you guys didn't know this stat, Andy Reid is undefeated in his career when coming off a bye.
That's disgusting.
And Andy Reid has been a head coach for 20 years.
Wow, that's
So Andy Reid has never lost a game off his bye.
But did
I
they
think,
win by 7?
yes, they win by 20 in my opinion because of how bad the Raiders won the first time. I'm going Kansas City all the way.
You want this one, Aaron? Or you want me to go?
Did I just convince you to pick the Chiefs too?
Aaron's
No,
on the
fuck
fence.
you, dude.
Aaron's on the
Like-
fence. I'm going to go, and then Aaron's going to go.
'Kay, go.
I think that I agree with you tremendously. I think the Chiefs do body the Raiders. The Raiders are a wild card still. Sure, they've been getting a couple wins back to back here. But yes, bro, the Chiefs are going to embarrass them in this game. And I think I don't have any reasoning behind it, but I just think it.
Aaron?
Dude, I don't want to doubt the Chiefs. The Chiefs are so explosive. But I remember watching that Raiders-Chiefs game, and
Matchup's bad for the Chiefs.
not necessarily. The Raiders' defense is looking really good.
But do you think you're going to do that a second time?
And are you going to do that against Mahomes?
Don't
Like
let
a
Travis convince you again.
No, dude. Shut up. Shut up.
No, I'm
Let
saying.
him make his own
come on.
decisions, Daniel.
You're the one that was like, but do you think he's going to do it again?
All right. Chiefs.
Ah.
Fucks.
Aaron, quit copying me, dude. You've been copying me the whole podcast.
Go
or the
away.
whole pick'em or whatever.
Go away.
He's
No,
so.
Aaron picked the Ravens. You didn't, so shut up.
That's
all
going to be
right.
his one mistake.
Last one.
I
got
hope
the-
so.
we
I
got-
hope so.
We got the Rams at Bucks, bro. I'm going to start this one.
Bucks are favored -3.
Actually, I don't want to start this one.
I'm
This is
gonna
a
go
really
with this one.
hard
I'm
one.
gonna go with this one. I'm going Bucks.
knew-
Yeah, the Rams are good and they looked good against mediocre teams. The Bucks, you just said their left tackle's been doing well. Their rushing offense has been doing well. Tom Brady's looked well. They're playing at home again. The Rams have looked good, but do I believe in Jared Goff in that offense? Robert Woods doing sweeps all the goddamn time? No, I do not. So Bucks.
Dan?
This is a really, really hard one. I mean, both these teams have been really up and down. Looked really good, looked really bad, and everything in between. They look like the Chargers sometimes. I'm gonna pick.
Because it's basically a pick'em. Bucks are favored -3, so it's even. They're at home.
I also pick the Bucks.
And I will pick the Tampa Bay Bucks as well.
Oh, stop following me, guys.
Shut up, Aaron.
No, that's a split. That's a
You
split.
literally you changed your answer twice because of my argument, so I don't want to hear it.
Damn it.
All right, I'll snag a pick, and we'll get back to that next week.
Also, I went 4-1 last week. Travis went 1-4.
Fun game. We got Aaron.
Success is dependent on me.
Okay, we got Aaron's top 5 MVPs. This should be different.
I
Here's
expect
that picture of
a
Aaron
certain quarterback in
praying.
Arizona to be on this list.
Oh, wow. Oh, here we go.
Enter the jungle, baby.
Oh, I forgot about that.
That was fun.
Bet, run it. It's new. Just the start of it. I already know it's new. Go ahead.
If you're watching YouTube, the down arrow means they went down, the up arrow means they went up, and the blue thing means they stayed the same, okay? Just for your visuals. All right. And catch
the
us
blue
on
thing-
YouTube,
The
too.
blue thing
Blue
means
means
your
they're
first
new.
time.
Oh, it means your first time?
The great thing means they stay the same.
Oh, apologies. Great thing means you stay the
It
same.
probably should
Blues.
have been switched. You're right, but whatever.
All right, here we go. First
Switching
one,
it.
Aaron.
It was my call, Chris.
God.
I made that call, and I think
I'm
I
pressing
screwed
the
up.
dish. Okay, boom. Nailed it.
Ooh, Russell Wilson's still on here, dog?
Russell Wilson is still on here because I still believe that he's going to get MVP numbers. And he's 5. He was number 1. 28 touchdowns, 27 yards. That is still leading the league. You know
As
what I
far
mean?
as TDs and
in terms of TDs and yards. So
And
it's
interceptions.
no,
Who has over 10 picks right now?
Dude, Daniel Jones does, bro.
Oh, okay. Well, do we count him?
But my point is,
I don't
I
count
mean,
Is he
JV
starting
players.
still?
he went down to. I thought that was reasonably so. He went down 2 last week, so he's gone down 4 in the last 2 weeks. Rightfully so. His team's lost, and he's been kind of the problem.
Yeah.
But the reason why he's still up there is because I think he still is going to put those numbers. They're going to be so gaudy that you're going to have to at least get some votes. And if he wins the division still against the Rams, this will not look as stupid.
I don't
feel you.
disagree. I 5. I mean, he's got to be somewhere, right?
Let's look at the rest, and then we'll see who.
Numero cuatro.
I'm ready to move on. Yeah, go ahead.
Kyler Murray. Who we got? Come on, Daniel. I'm dying. Right here. Push the button, Daniel. He is number 4. I knew it.
Kyler Murray enters the conversation. 2,300 yards, 604 rushing. He almost has 3,000 total yards, 17 touchdowns passing, 11 rushing.
Yo.
He has 11 rushing touchdowns.
Wow, that's really
And
nice.
with 604 yards, I think he is the 6th leading rusher in the NFL.
Dang.
So, like, he's putting up the same better numbers than Lamar Jackson did at the same rate or at a better rate than last year. So, literally, the MVP last year, Kyler Murray's putting up better numbers than he is.
Lamar did like 3,000 and 1,000, and Kyler's going to do 4 and 1, right?
That's my point
That's his
exactly.
pace, yeah.
And with the amount of touchdowns he scored, that at this time Lamar had 6. This motherfucker has 11.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's wild, bro. And I mean, he does have 8 interceptions right now, which is a little bit high. He only has 2 fumbles, 0 lost. So he's still
So 8
taking
turnovers total.
You know what I mean?
Not
He's
bad.
still, you know what I mean? He's not necessarily, he's 5'9". Give me a break. But, like, he's still taking care of the ball. When he gets out of bounds, he looks like the baseball player that he is. His slides are so beautiful. He's a smart decision maker, and he's leading the division right now. I thought it was rightfully so. Travis called it.
Look how big the ball looks in his hand. That's fucked
yeah,
up.
that is
You
insane.
guys are assholes.
I don't mean to be mean. I mean, he's about to win. Dude, I would love to see Kyler Murray win MVP because it'd be very consistent with the last couple of years.
You know what I think he wins? I think he wins Offensive Player of the Year.
That'd be great.
No,
I'd love it.
I think that's perfect. I think he does.
Because if Kyler Murray wins his MVP somehow this year, right? Say he just wins it because he's number 4 on your list, and I think that's perfect. Say somehow he pulls out, right? That'll be 3 straight years a second-year quarterback wins MVP.
Yeah, Mahomes, Lamar, Kyler.
And next year, Herbert. So that's 4.
Ah, fuck out of here. Good one.
Crossing my fingers, dude.
All right, go ahead, Dan. Go ahead and go 3. Swipe it. Oh, see how that works?
Big Ben still,
Way better.
okay?
Big Ben is on it. This guy had 3 touchdowns this week, and he's 9-0. You know what I mean? Like, I know he's not
4
putting up.
picks of 22 tutties, not bad.
That's my point exactly. And, like, my big thing is you're winning. You're doing this, but you're winning. You know what I mean? I had Dalvin Cook on it last week, and, he had a good game, and they won again. And you're like, why would you take him off now? It wasn't 200 gaudy numbers or 200 yards gaudy numbers that running backs have to put up to even be in the MVP conversation, unfortunately. He's still up there in honorable mentions, and they've won, was it 3 in a row now, the Vikings? I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
3 in a row. They're
But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Kyle Murray kind of took his spot in that sense, especially since after that Hail Mary, that was wonderful. You feel special to have the special season. Big Ben has done what he's needed to do, but he's done it at way more elite that he was expected to do. You know what I mean? Did we expect him to be in the MVP conversation? I don't know. I didn't.
No, I didn't
not
know.
initially. I knew the Steelers were going to be good. Did I think I was going to see MVP Ben? No. 2,300, almost 2,300 yards, 22 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. He's being very careful. He's letting his defense rest by putting up long drives constantly. I love him at 3, in my opinion.
I like it.
I'm not mad at all. I don't want to put anyone over. Number 2.
Travis also called this. Of course he's going to be in. He's my favorite player, and he's
Yes.
putting up these numbers, man. This guy almost has 2,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He had 4 touchdowns last week, dude. This guy has a quarterback rating that is the top of the NFL. It's 126. I called this MVP campaign. He is rightfully so on it. I think he even sneaks up to number 1 eventually, but a lot would have to happen for a number 1 to drop. You can almost guess of who it is. It's-
Well, here's the thing with Aaron Rodgers, like 26-3, right? 2,500 yards. Last year, he had 28 touchdowns total. He only had 1 pick, because he's Aaron Rodgers. But 26 touchdowns already with like 7 games left to go. Who knows? He might put up 45 in like 5. And he might be the number 1 seed in the NFC. That'd be crazy. It'd be tough not to give it to him.
And you had him really high in your power rankings, and it's because of how well he's been playing, how well the offensive done well without McCaffrey or McCarthy. Or guys, what the fuck's the head coach's name after he left?
Mike McCarthy.
I hated him there, and I was like, I
hate him on the Cowboys too. So
I hate him. Literally, Aaron Rodgers literally was this dude's career, and I'm glad that Aaron is flourishing. It's a big fuck you as well for drafting Jordan Love, and I'm putting this MVP campaign. I called that before the season started, and he's backing my words up.
You get this one.
Facts.
You got this one, bud.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, credit.
Number 1, what we got? Who could it be?
I mean, he had a bye week. He's literally with the same numbers, 25-1, dude. I talked about last week.
Ew.
I want to know what that one interception was. I have to Google it. and
I
find
truly
out.
don't remember.
It's probably a
either,
Hail
bro.
Mary.
But dude, this guy is unreal. He's inhuman. He's a god, bro. He's amazing. I think they win. I think they repeat as well. It's a dynasty. It's going to be a dynasty as long as he's at the helm, dude. Like he's amazing. It's kind of like what I thought with Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. However, I never thought the head coach was right with Aaron Rodgers. The head coach is right here in Kansas City. To all my people, Tanner, my boy Tanner, I played safety with him. He's my boy. He listens to the pod. He comments sometimes. He's really happy about this, and he's really high on Mahomes as well. So this was easy. I'm sure it was easy for you guys too.
You know what's funny? Probably the next 15 years, he will not miss a week of being on your top 5 MVPs.
Yeah, if we're
Doesn't
doing this
that
for
kinda-
another 15 years.
If we do this another 15 years, which I plan to,
fuck yeah.
he's never not going to be on your list. Isn't that kind of shitty?
He's amazing, bro.
Especially as a Charger fan. I got to face this dude twice a year for the next 15
dude,
years.
honestly, this is how I felt with Peyton Manning, dude.
Yeah.
Like straight up, every time the Titans played the Colts, I was like, "Fuck, man, fuck." You know what I mean? We're gonna have to play Peyton Manning. He's gonna do something amazing at some point. When he was on the Colts and Marvin Harrison, like, dude, you get, you know what I mean?
It was nasty.
And that's I think Mahomes is better already. Like,
Yeah,
straight
like,
the
dude,
fuck
is there
up.
really anybody who'd take over him, like, ever?
No, ever.
Like,
And it's ignorant to say. It really is ignorant
Yeah,
to
third
say.
year starting,
In
like-
3 years, it really is like we sound like generation, like X, Y, whatever you want, millennials.
Gen
like,
Z, like, oh, this guy's the best ever.
These
but,
guys
like,
are assholes.
like,
Like, yeah,
for
you're
real?
right. I do sound like that. However, have you watched him? Have you seen the numbers that compared to what you guys are trying to compare him to? I don't know. This was an easy top 5 for me. It was fun to do it with the bottom order, but
yeah,
dude,
5 through 2 is fun.
it's
I think
gonna change. Yeah.
Or even 5 through 3, like, A-Rod is obviously 2.
I'm real disappointed in Russ. I think you get a drop out of the 5, and I wouldn't be mad at you. You know, Dalvin could be.
He has
there,
another
there.
week like that. He will.
Yeah, he will.
Oh yeah, he'll be there.
They drop
yeah,
it
I
out
hear
of my
you, though.
top 10 too, bro.
Give him the BOD. All right,
I'll kick him out, dog.
What do we got next? We got some free agency.
I don't know,
and
swipe the
trade
thing,
talk.
swipe.
I see the next. You don't.
Okay, dude. So you
Easy.
saw my whole top 10?
Yeah, the whole time.
Chris, you might have to take stuff
Nailed
out.
it.
I don't like him seeing my stuff.
Only
Yeah, the whole
only
time.
one in advance. You know, it's all good.
All right, cool. Well, hey, fun thing. We're transitioning into NBA. It's a nice short break, right? Lakers won a title like 2 weeks ago, and now here we are getting ready for the next season. I'm happy. I'm a happy camper. We want to talk about all the stuff going on because free agency opened today at noon. It kind of started a couple days ago with the Lakers, right? The Lakers traded Danny Green and the 28th pick, was it?
28th pick.
For Dennis Schroeder.
Perfect. 6 man of the year candidate.
Yep, and he's going to slide right in as starting point guard for us.
Averaged 19 points, 38% shooting from 3, 86% from free throw, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and
Guess what?
he had just an absolute career year, and he's going to be.
He
perfect.
shot like 55% from the corners
Guys,
too. Which
we
is
got
insane.
rid-
yeah.
Only one
We
corner,
got
by the way.
rid
It
of
was the left
Danny
corner.
Green.
He didn't
Yeah.
even
The
shoot from the right corner.
left.
It's weirdly.
yeah.
We got rid of Danny Green. Addition by subtraction.
I'd hate to say that, and we're assholes, but like I appreciate what he did here, and great, buddy.
What do you
You're welcome
appreciate?
for a fucking ring. That's also all I want to say. You're welcome for a fucking ring, bro, because you weren't going to win that anywhere else, and you did.
0 to hell.
Just
And you're
enough.
very annoying on social media. So
Oh
shut
my God.
up.
That's the part that pissed me off the most.
What do you
We-
mean you're mad at me? You're not
I'm not
real
gonna
fans.
apologize.
Like what? You think we accept mediocrity? No, we accept either being really shitty, like we've been the last 8 years, or really good. Okay, that was a joke. But.
No, you're right, dude. That's the thing that made me so freaking mad. Danny Green, dude, listen, I get it. The bubble, it's a weird year. I get it. You didn't do as good. I wouldn't have been mad at you. I kind of get it. I mean, I'm mad at you, but I get it, right? You know what happens when we shit on KCP?
He gets better, bro.
He gets better. He
takes
put
that
his
shit
head
to
down.
heart and he
He's
says,
like, oh, I got to be better. You know what happens when we shit on Rondo? Playoffs come around. He's the 3rd best player on our team. And Danny Green, you want to sit there and bitch at me? I'm a Laker fan, bro. I care.
I'm
You
a
don't
Laker
bitch
fan,
at
bro.
me. I'm elite.
Sound like Trevor Wallace.
Yeah, I do.
That's funny.
But that's what I'm at. Like, you don't get to bitch at me.
No, I'm on board with Travis.
Like,
bro.
you do not. I'm above you. You don't get to bitch at me. You're a player, dude. You come in and out. I'm here forever, dude. You don't get to be mad at me.
I feel that, especially with the 1 year deal, dude. Like our 2 year deal, we gave you $15 million a year. Like
a
we
good
expect.
payout.
That's where I'm at. Like the reason why we're so mad is like if we paid you 2 years, $8 million, we'd have been like, oh man, you kind of exceeded what we thought, but we didn't. We paid you 2 year, $30 million. We know you're a reigning champion with the Raptors. We're not paying you for the player that you were, buddy. We're playing for you for the player that you are. And guess what? That's from Moneyball, by the way. You guys got that?
Yeah, that's fire.
But what I didn't like from him was just that. Like I like on social media to be so open and also to see your numbers drop from regular season to playoffs told me enough. You're literally your shooting percentage, your points, your rebounds, your assists, everything went down in the playoffs. And I was expecting that to go up because you're Danny Green. This is why I'm paying you $15 million.
This is why you're here. It's
So
playoffs.
when I get mad, it's because I'm knowledgeable of this shit as a Laker fan. That's why the elite status that Travis is mentioning. And it's bullshit for you to fucking bitch about it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, we're going to be the death threats is a much.
Okay,
but
no, that's too much.
That's stupid. But you're always going to have dumbasses like that. Straight up. I've never heard a thing that someone says something outrageous that death threats doesn't come because people are Twitter trolls. So like, fuck you. Don't take it so seriously.
Yeah.
You're a professional athlete in the limelight. You're in LA. However,
you guys want to hear the stats on $15 million a year for 2 years that we paid him for this year? Do you know him?
yes, absolutely. I think he averaged 6 or 8.3 points.
I'd love to be mad at him.
Eight points on the nose. Okay.
Oh, he had 8 points. Never mind, dude. Bring him back.
What about field goal percentage from 2?
Total.
What do you think?
41.
42.
Nailed it. 41.
Hey,
0.6.
I
So
nailed
split it in the middle. All
right, Gil,
What do you
we'll
think
share
from
that.
3? What do you think from 3?
For the year or the bubble?
This is regular season first.
Regular season. I
I'm
think
going to
he
go
was-
36.
Fuck you, dude. I was
Okay.
going to say, I'm going to go 34.
It's 36.
I knew it was 36.
Did
by
I
the way.
just guess his average is perfect?
That's lit.
I knew that too, though.
Okay.
I did.
So we paid this dude $15 million a year for 8 points, 41
What do you average
and-
rebounds? 2.3.
Rebounds 3. Okay, and then in the bubble, it's
That's just
still
0.
8 points. Okay.
Still 8.
8
At least
points.
it's consistent.
Now, what was his field goal percentage in the bubble? I'm going to lose my
34%.
I thought it was 35.
What
I'm
do you
going
got?
to lose my damn mind. 34.7, so I still give Aaron credit too. 'cause
Aaron,
he's
you got
right
that
there.
one, but I-
Okay. No, you both get it. It's good. What do you think from 3?
You want to go or you want me to go?
I thought it was 31.
I'm going to punch.
I'm going to go
fight myself.
27. I'm going to go 27.
33.9.
Did he really make 33% of his threes? Thank you,
31
Chris.
is pretty
I was
fun.
wrong. I know.
But like,
31 is pretty close because I knew it was 30. That's why I didn't know. I knew it wasn't sub 30.
It
and
felt
you
like
want to know?
it was
You want to
sub
know
30.
free
Felt
throw
like it.
percentage? You want to know free throw?
No, I
percentage?
don't.
No, bro. I want to say.
You know what? He's on his way out. Yeah, tell me.
58.
I'm going to say 65.
66. So right there. But bro, what are we talking about?
I'm good at this kind of
You're
stuff.
telling me AD is and LeBron's a better free throw shooter than you, old boy who's like
Like Danny Green's whole thing is shooting. That's his thing.
that's
Smack
just
her on his
horrible.
Like Danny Green's another dude that I feel like I can outrun. His bow-legged ass. He looks like he's hiding a beach
I can
ball.
out dribble him.
Yeah, I know I can out dribble him, dude. Trust me. But like Danny Green, like you're really getting $15 million a year to shoot 33% from 3.
Do you know what his career right now with this season in mind? Like add this season into it, what his career 3-point percentage is?
Want to go, Aaron? I love this guessing game.
39.
I'm gonna say 42.
40 on the nose, so y'all split that too. 40, bro, and we got 33 in the bubble. in the playoffs.
Last year,
We know.
Last year in Toronto, he legitimately in the regular season shot 50% from 3.
I saw that.
That's
like
gross.
legit.
And in the finals, he averaged like 55% from 3 or some dumb shit. And he comes to the fucking Lakers and he's bitching at us. Bitching at us because you shot 33%. We're expecting 50%
Like,
at
bro,
45.
Don't let the door hit you on the ass.
At least 40, bro.
And
Like
guess
you're
what?
just a
Guess
dead-
what? We just got Dennis Schroeder, who shoots 38%, can shoot off the dribble, so he doesn't need someone to create for
and
himself.
is a slasher.
He's a slasher. He got 6th man of the year, or arguably 6th man of the year. He's gonna fit in like a motherfucking glove.
He's an absolute
And
slasher.
guess what? His defensive plus minus, I thought was gonna be bad, is positive.
'Kay.
Listen to that.
Real quick. Can we let go of Rondo with this acquisition?
Yes,
Because
we
I
can.
think so, yes.
I'm pretty
we can.
okay with it
Yeah,
because this
we could.
what Rondo
And that
brought
leaves
true
room
value.
for more stuff.
We're also not gonna get D Rose anymore.
No, I'm okay.
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
okay.
And that's great. Dennis
I mean, I
Schroeder's
hear you.
27 years old. Like I'm okay with him being our point guard for the next 5 years.
Yeah, me too.
I also never liked Dennis Schroeder.
Neither
by the
did
way.
I.
I never liked him.
He tried
I
to
didn't
copy
like him
my
last
white
year.
spot.
No, he didn't.
He tries to coffee.
Fuck
me,
out of here.
dude.
But
Saw
I
a
never
picture.
liked him. But I'm also happy he's on our team. Kind of.
Oh, I'm super psyched. I'm like we were talking about DeMar DeRozan last year. I know
No, he signed. He opted in.
I
he
know,
opted in, but I know we were talking about
There's
that.
still a sign and trade option that might happen.
No, that could happen. But like you said,
Ah,
I really
gotcha.
like Dennis Schroeder. He's 27 years old. He's going to be active. He can dribble. Like he can. What we need.
I don't
the
love
most,
him. Can we
I
just
do.
say we don't love him? Like he's okay. He's fine.
No, dude.
No. Daniel, I love him.
You do?
The reason that I love him is because the number one thing the Lakers struggled with is when LeBron was off the floor, what the hell do they do? Avery Bradley's not a creator. KCP can't put the ball on the floor. Like, we need a guy.
Did Schroeder
Even-
win 6-man?
No, but he averaged 20 points per game at 6-man. He was number 2
No,
behind
but he
Montrezl
was.
Harrell.
Yeah, he was number 2, right?
behind Montrezl Harrell. And I'll take
He
Dennis.
was lit. No, he did. He was outstanding, bro. I hope he can do the same.
This is a guy who's an elite finisher around the rim. He can put
Elite.
he can put the ball on the ground and get to the rack like just like
I agree.
You know,
He's a
average.
slasher. That's what I call him over anything. I'm not gonna say
No, you're right.
he's a
Yeah.
3-point shooter, but slasher, yes, and he's hot in the corners now. That was out of nowhere. So I'm happy.
That's where I'm at. DeMar DeRozan is going to be a guy who can play well when LeBron's not on the floor. He can conduct offense. He can get to the rim. He can finish. He can get to the line. He can do great when LeBron's not on the floor. But he's not an elite 3-point shooter. He's a career 25% for 3-point shooter.
I
So
know-
when
I know.
LeBron is on the floor, I'm not excited about DeMar DeRozan being with him.
Yeah.
But Dennis Schroeder, like Aaron mentioned, was like a 55% corner 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
He's an average 38% guy from everywhere else. And he's a guy, so that way when LeBron is on the floor with him, he's going to fit in just fine. And when LeBron's not on the floor, he can run the offense.
No, yeah.
So I
I'm
feel-
happy.
yeah.
I thought DeMar was okay. I think Schroeder's okay. I think they're both okay. I hope I'm wrong and it's much better. You know, Schroeder prior to this year, I don't think his 3-point percentage was that good. You know, that he might have worked on it, you know? So I'm happy to hear it. And he is an absolute slasher. Bro, he played so well, so I'm happy about it. So, yeah.
What I'm most confident about is that he's a guy who's like, yeah, he's shooting 38% and maybe a career, and it was a career high, which
Yeah.
I'd be skeptical about too. However, in my opinion, he's a guy who creates for himself. That makes me more.
Yeah, he's a
confident.
slasher. Yeah.
It makes me more confident in terms of his shooting. Someone that can create for himself, the rhythm shooter. How do you think he's going to be on a catch and shoot? So I think he's going to be even better. So
Yeah. So,
No,
hey,
it's going to be good.
more news going around. Some stuff that already legitimately happened before we get into the theoretical trades, right?
Yeah.
Stuff that's already legitimately happened. Robert Covington got sent to Portland for the 16th overall pick, which, you know, is cool, right? Do we want to
And
talk about
Trevor
that?
Ariza.
For Trevor Ariza as well.
2 first rounds and Trevor.
Yeah, so I mean, Portland's going to add an elite
3
3D
first rounds and
guy.
Trevor.
Like, I love that pick, and what it tells me is Houston's cleaning house, right? Another
one.
pick that
the 16th pick.
that's just
And
a
then
16th.
pick swap.
Oh, was it a pick swap as well for like next year or something?
2021 pick swap. Yeah, it is. It is.
might
Oh,
be.
protected 2021. So 2020 pick and then protected 2021.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So not
Okay.
that big, but another big trade that we didn't really even talk about before the podcast was Chris Paul getting sent to the Phoenix Suns.
That was
That's
a
a-
huge trade, and I don't think that trade is done, by the way, because
Oh, it's not? I thought it was.
There's a couple details that because the draft picks have not happened.
What is
quite
David
yet.
Stern going to come back from the dead and veto it?
What I'm saying is,
Sorry,
what
respect,
we can,
David, I love you.
What we can still do because the trade is not finalized technically
It's 3-way it.
is to add the 3-way, and what they're thinking is adding Kyle Kuzma to it, and you know Danny Green's already a part of it. Is to for the salaries to match, is have Kelly Oubre go to the Lakers, but we'd also have to throw JaVale McGee in, and so it's kind of. But he also has that player option that he can accept and decline. So we're assuming he's going to accept it. And then the trade works, which I would love to see that. Kelly Oubre is an elite on-ball defender, wing defender. He's a good 3-point shooter. He's young. He can run. I thought it would be perfect. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm optimistic. This is the shit I sent you guys on Twitter. But I don't think that trade's done. However, this makes the Suns a very elite backcourt team. And they still have a young Ayton and Cam Johnson, who is a good 3-point shooter. So now he's going to have Chris Paul.
Where'd
throwing-
Rubio go? Where'd Rubio go?
He
Probably
went-
the Rockets.
No.
Who they trade with?
No.
The Thunder. The Thunder.
Yeah, it's like Ricky Rubio went to the Thunder.
That sucks. Poor Ricky.
Hey, the Suns went 8-0 in the bubble. So
Do we
they obviously
want-
got something going?
Oh, no, yeah, they were right on the cusp anyways.
I don't know. I told this to JP, and JP is really happy about it. He loved that he was really high on Cam Johnson. I wasn't as knowledgeable about him, but I looked him up. He actually had some good numbers. So I think this is actually going to work out really good for both teams. You knew that Chris Paul was on his way out. You just didn't know who to. The Suns were not on my fucking list. I did not think the Suns
know,
were
that's
going to
so
be an
weird.
option because I thought Chris Paul was thinking of a championship ring. I want to leave with a championship
When
ring.
he did get traded, he might not even wanted to go. He didn't really have a whole lot. He's making like $45 million a year. They're probably like,
So like, hey,
we're gonna
dog,
send you where we feel like sending you, bro.
like
You
dog.
keep your
Yeah, I
mouth
bet
shut.
you want a ring.
He didn't
but-
want to go to OKC either.
So I mean, it's unfortunate for Chris Paul, but I've never liked Chris Paul personality wise. By the way, I think he's a fucking asshole. I think he's
Agreed.
a shitty person, and I've never met the guy. I've just always I've always heard that he's a shitty person. I've always kind of caught that drift from him too.
He just seems like a bitchy dude. Like
He
I don't.
just seems like a dick, bro. And I
Yeah.
fucking don't even like him. Be honest
Yeah.
with you, but as a NBA player,
he's fantastic.
He's amazing.
No,
so
I'm
I'm not
agreeing.
gonna say that.
I don't love him as a guy. He always just kind of seems like that guy that like likes to make the situation uncomfortable and annoying.
Chris?
Yeah, Chris Paul. Like I just
He just seems like an asshole.
Yeah, I
That's
don't like
literally
him.
what I
That's fair.
feel like. Like people, like you're friends with him. I'm sure he's best friends with you, but he seems like a dickhead.
But he's not your friend. Brandon Ingram's gonna go punch him in the face.
Chris Paul was just absolutely automatic knockdown from mid range for so many years. He kind of still is, but like, remember at one point it's just like, oh, he's off the screen on the pick and roll in the mid
yeah, it's
range.
kind of
That
like
is
D-Wade
wet.
hitting 58% from that.
Yeah, I would say that real quick, just to add on. I wouldn't want Kelly Oubre. You know, I mean, he's a 3. If he played guard, well, I'd rather have our guards we have right now.
But we need a
between
backup
the
wing.
mix.
That's what I'm saying. We need a backup wing. He played off the bench in Phoenix. He wasn't starting.
You
know what you're
don't
thinking
want
of?
him.
You think we're getting Avery Bradley and KCP back, and we're not. That's what you're thinking, bro. We're not getting both of them back. We may not even get both of them back. We may get only one, but we might not get either of them back. So when I say that, then you're thinking, oh, I would love to have Kelly Oubre. And that's what I'm thinking, bro. Honestly, I think KCP is going to have a fat trade market in terms that we're going to have to do in trade, sign and trade. And that's why I think Kelly Oubre is even more attractive because we are losing those wing defenders. Hopefully we sign Morris. We don't
Yeah.
know. There's no been talks about that. I don't know. Avery Bradley, Rajon Rondo, and KCP apparently
No,
have
Rondo can go.
apparently have a fat market. You've been seeing that all over. Like,
That's
oh.
just agents working it though.
And I know, and like maybe I think, and I saw some things that KCP is likely to come back, so maybe Kelly Oubre isn't as attractive, Daniel. But do you extend Kyle Kuzma? Is that what you're telling me? Do you like Kuzma better than that?
Oh, that idiot's still on our team.
No. I just think.
What am I
don't
hearing?
know.
That's what I'm saying. What don't you like about Oubre that you would get from somebody else?
I don't know. I think that he's.
Well, you gotta
I
come
think
with something better than
thi-
I don't know.
I think he's real marginal. I think he's really absolute a detriment on defense. He's not good. I don't like his attitude at all. I don't like his attitude.
I can get behind that.
Do you
Yeah,
agree? And,
yeah,
and like what? What does he have to offer? Cool, he can slash a little, he can shoot a little bit, but like there's guys, bro, and like Bradley Beal or KCP are gonna stick around. One of them we're gonna re-sign. We got Schroeder for a
Bro,
decent
basically
price.
what he is a Kyle Kuzma type. He
is that. So,
So
why would
what-
we do that? Why would we do that? You know
Okay,
what I mean?
but you also have
That's
to,
not
like, he's,
better
he's,
than
he's a
Kuzma.
better
That's where
3-point
I'm at.
shooter. I listen where I'm at is like I
That's
feel you.
fair.
I feel he's got a shitty attitude. I don't like him. Like he's kind of like I don't like him as a dude.
Yeah.
But like you don't think LeBron James and Frank Vogel and like you don't think he's a fall in
I think
line.
anyone would whip. Yeah,
He'll fall
they'll
in
whip
line.
somebody
he's
in
like
the
a
shape.
23, 24-year-old dude that's shooting like 38% from 3 and
I think he's older.
Are you sure?
But keep going. I'm gonna
I think
look it up.
he's gonna be he's a great dunker and all that cool stuff. But
like-
you know what? Like I think that Frank Vogel and LeBron are gonna make sure that he falls in line. You got to remember he's in Phoenix. Phoenix is a joke, like they have been for like
24, you're right.
6-7 years, right? Well, I remember because he's like the same age as D'Angelo Russell because we went to
And
all
he's
those
clearly better
summer
than
league.
Kuzma. So if you're willing to pay Kuzma 15, because his
No,
odds
I'm not willing to pay
I wanna move
Kuzma
now.
anything.
We
I'm
have
just
to move
saying,
Kuzma now.
With moving it, literally Danny Green and Kuzma being moved in this deal, and we're getting Schroeder and Kelly
Dude,
Oubre.
that's where I'm
Why
at.
the fuck wouldn't you do that?
That's where
deal,
I'm at.
Daniel?
Think about
That's
that.
where I'm at.
We
dog.
traded
I
ass
think-
Danny
I just
Green
think
and
there's-
ass Kuzma for Kelly Oubre.
Is there
Literally
no one
upgrade.
else? Is there no one else? Like
No, there is.
Is there?
There is, bro. Wesley Matthews is going to be available.
I would take him, bro.
We don't know
I'd,
how much
I'd,
he's
I'd
going to
rather have
demand.
Oubre. I would.
I would rather have Oubre as well.
As much as I don't like him, I think he'll fall.
Who else?
Right?
There was another guard that
Daniel
we were,
Gallinari is
Daniel
available.
Gallinari.
No, I'd rather have Oubre too.
Yeah, see, free agency
Because
is not really
Danilo,
popping.
he's real. Like he's got to take 15 shots to 20 shots.
Yeah.
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant.
Yes, I would rather have him in a heartbeat.
okay.
I'd rather have him in a heartbeat.
Jeremy
Let's get
Grant,
him.
yes.
Let's get him.
He's
we have
okay.
okay, easy,
Dude,
easy.
do we have
compadre.
the money,
You're
though?
yelling. He's
a
free
unrestricted
agent.
free agent.
He's a free agent,
and
dog.
dude
See,
just
you're
had
not
a
thinking
sweet
about that
playoff
shit.
run. Like I don't know if we could pay that dude.
You
Hey,
guys
I don't know.
know-
Hey, and
you guys
Oubre would
know
come
we
in on
have-
the trade. You're
listen,
yelling.
and that's
We have a lot of cap space, you guys.
And no.
A lot of cap space.
No, we don't have a lot of cap space,
We
Daniel.
don't,
We don't have a lot.
No, because we have to pay
don't.
Anthony
Schroeder?
Davis. We have to pay Anthony Davis $45 million.
I heard that
he's
I
not
heard
on our
that-
books right now.
I heard that after we pay AD, we still have essentially room for
Another
max.
which we want to save for next year when we have 30 dudes that are fantastic talents.
we can't
available.
sign a 1 year to a big guy. Like
All right, dude. If you can find
Kelly
if,
Oubre.
if
Hey,
Victor
listen, Daniel,
Oladipo,
Daniel.
if Victor
Can we-
Oladipo wants to sign a $40 million 1 year deal, sure, bring him in.
Dog.
But it
Hey,
ain't gonna happen.
Daniel,
what are you
listen to this.
talking? Do you
Daniel,
think? Do you think all these NBA teams are like, dude? Let me sign you to a massive 5-year contract right now. Do you think any like they're not? They're gonna sign. There's no money, bro. There's no money.
If you're the Charlotte Bobcats or whatever the hell their name is,
Hornets.
and Victor Oladipo, who's not a $40
Cool.
million a year player, and you offer that dude $40 million a year for 5 years, you don't think his dumb or smart ass, I guess, and that's is going to take it? He
No.
is.
They're not going to offer him that, by the way.
Exactly.
No,
but what I'm
but-
saying is there's
Yeah,
going to be like
they're
a
not.
New York Knicks or a Charlotte
I
Bobcats.
don't even know how we even got on that.
What
What I
I'm-
the
want
money's dried up, bro.
It's
Okay.
not- listen.
So somebody's gonna what they're
You're
gonna
getting off the point, by the way.
just like baseball.
You're getting
just
off
like,
the point. Can I finish mine? The
No,
whole
you-
point was
No, you can't finish.
the whole fucking point was Kelly Oubre, right? That's what you're bitching about in like in the money.
Yeah.
That's what you initially started this rant about, and you got all pissy and shit.
What I said was is that we have a lot of money. We have a max contract that we can sign, which is $33 million. We can't sign anybody better than Kelly Oubre. That's all I'm saying.
Dog, Kelly
Yes
Oubre
or
would
no?
be coming over in a fucking trade, is what I'm saying. With
I know.
and he's on a expiring deal.
But we
Do
can't
you
sign
not-
anyone better than trading for him.
Not right fucking now. No, we don't, dude. We signed, and then what Travis said
Bro,
is
next year- next
the
year's
free
the
agent
year,
group
bro.
is fucking enormous.
So
dog.
sign someone to a massive 1-year deal that is lit right now,
Dog, I'm
because the money's dried up.
Just because I'm signing Kylie Oubre with that sign trade doesn't mean I can't sign someone to a deal. Stop getting that out of your head. Just
He's still-
because
yeah, he's still on a
Oubre is
low
there
contract.
doesn't mean we're not going to get someone big. I
I'm
don't
hearing
know.
you, but you're not hearing me, bro.
No, but Dan,
I'm
let me hear
saying-
you. Let me rebuttal
Oubre's
you.
also on an expiring contract.
I know.
Daniel.
I got that part, bro.
Let me rebuttal you.
Yeah.
So you're saying there's no money. Who do you like?
I said
please.
there's a
Would you-
lot of
okay,
money
no,
for
no,
us.
You
no,
got
that's what I'm
Dan.
saying.
If you wanna
No, no,
mention
no,
that,
hold
who
on,
do you got?
hold on, Aaron. So the money's dried up, right?
Yeah.
What free agent do you want to throw that at? I would rather get 4 or 5 dudes that are B minus or C minuses
That's
than
fine.
invest all the money in one dude that's a
Sorry,
C plus.
sorry, that was me.
So good.
You know what I mean?
That's fine.
Okay, we're not going to
Daniel.
get Victor Oladipo. Hold on. We're not going to get Victor Oladipo on a 1-year fat deal. He's going
Yeah.
to get a nice contract, right? 80's going to resign with us.
DeMarcus isn't going to do it.
DeMarcus Cousins?
Yeah.
Okay, even if he is, he's a guy who literally the last 2 years has taken a veteran minimum. We're not going to sign. If we want to bring him back, great. There's literally no other unrestricted free agents right now that are worth putting $40 million into for 1 year. There's not, but there's a lot of guys that are worth putting in 10 to 15. You can get 3 or 4 $10 to $15 million guys
Then
for
let's
like
do
a little.
that.
No, what
Daniel,
exactly?
what were you just saying then?
That's
what the
what-
fuck
no,
were you
that's
just
what I-
saying
no,
then?
no,
You
he-
were literally just saying if you're not going to do that, let's put it into other guys. Please tell me what your $40 million guy you're going to put
I'm
into.
saying there's a grip of options. I got to take a look at the free agency list.
hard to look
I
at.
just think long story short is, dude, there has to be better options than saying like, let's get it involved in this trade for Kelly Oubre because, bro, like what? We can't re-sign KCP and Bradley Beal for 14 a pop, and wouldn't you rather do that than Oubre? Like, I just think the market is going to be dry, and I will fucking die on that bed this year. Baseball's market is absolutely dry.
We're
They're
not
already
saying
talking
that,
about
Dan.
it.
We're not saying that it's not dry, by the way. I agree. It's gonna be dry.
And a lot of good players, I really believe, are going to settle for a 1-year contract. Good, not the superstars, but good. So that way they can reaccrue the TV and revenue money for next year, bro. And that's where I'm coming from. But I feel like we're getting closer in this debate.
We're all coming together a little
There's
bit.
another trade that we need to talk about that's been huge. Is the Bucks trade.
Oh yeah, that
Bucks
just
trade
happened.
just went through for Drew Holiday. The Bucks got Drew Holiday. They traded Eric Bledsoe. They traded 3 first-round picks and 2 swaps. Daniel mentioned those
So
swaps.
the next
It was
5 years, they
because
don't got to
There's
pay.
another one too.
It was from that Bucks trade. But with that, the Bucks also got
Well, hold on. Oh, dude, the Bucks got Bogdan Bogdanovic right now.
And Dante. Oh, they're trading Dante DiVincenzo.
That just happened. The
From
Bucks
Ilya
the
Silva.
got-
this just happened. Let me tell you right now.
Oh,
From
no
Adrian,
way.
Milwaukee is landing Sacramento's Bogdan Bogdanovic.
They just had him. They just traded him and got him back.
Yep, for a sign and trade. They're trading.
That's hilarious.
They're trading
DiVincenzo, Ilya
DiVincenzo,
Silva.
Ilya Silva, and DJ. Well, the Bucks are all in, bro.
The Bucks are all in.
And Bogdan is nice. I
think-
love
I
that.
think
Bogdan should have never have left Milwaukee, and he left 1 year, and the Milwaukee's
It's right
like,
there. Come back, come back, come back, come
Milwaukee's
back.
like, please come back.
I think DiVincenzo was also really nice, and I think Ilya Silva is pretty good.
Yeah,
Ilya Silva's-
I like
So
Ilya
like,
Silva.
are we stoked again? Like for the
Yes.
Bucks, we are for the Bucks.
I love
stoked
Drew.
for the Bucks.
I love Bogdan.
Drew Holiday
They
and
still have
that-
Middleton. They still have Giannis. They still have
They
Brook.
still have
yeah,
Brook.
Middleton on a huge contract.
Wow,
that they
we're
should
getting
have never
live
paid.
updates.
I
on
don't
this.
love the contract, but I love the Bucks.
The Bucks are saying, dude, fucking run
They're not
it.
going nowhere.
I'm
Other
still
teams
not,
are
I'm
going.
still not
Who do,
scared
you,
of them.
who do you think is going to win? James Harden on the Nets with that team of bunch of dudes who can dribble.
James Harden on the Sixers, baby.
and
Yeah.
Joel Embiid. What is James?
That
Harden?
would be filthy.
Listen. What
are
is-
we not
what is-
talking
what
about?
is James Harden going to be doing when Joel Embiid has a ball on the block?
Standing there watching.
Standing there on the opposite end
That's
of the court,
literally what I
tying
watched.
his
I've
shoe.
never seen James Harden, like, just a transition. I'm sorry. Like, I've watched, unfortunately, a lot of Rockets games this year, and it was
Yeah.
frustrating. But I remember every time that James Harden did not have it, he literally never moved. Literally would stand there.
don't
at the-
come off ball.
And literally, he's like, nah, dog, if you're going to take the ball from me, go ahead. Let me see what you got. And that's a fucking eye guy, and it's fucking annoying. I will live on the rock that you stayed on. I know you're a big James Harden fan, rightfully so. If really, like, offensively, he's a monster. I will die on the rock that I fucking hate James Harden. He's a fucking miserable basketball player to watch.
Guys,
Yes.
if the Bucks go to the finals, I'll be shocked.
I'll be shocked as well.
So what the fuck are we talking about?
They got better.
They're making all these
regular
moves.
season.
Cool.
Okay.
They got to do something.
on.
Daniel. What'd
All
you want them to do?
They traded Bogdan. Like,
So
was that even
Hold on,
big?
hold on. You're yelling, Daniel.
all the
Chris,
rumors?
what time are we at right now?
What time are we at?
1 hour and 31 minutes.
Let me
All right,
turn
let's
my-
wrap this up, Dan.
Real quick though, James Harden is also rumored to go to the Nets. It seems like everything is pointing to that. Listen, the East. James Harden, Kyrie Irving, and torn Achilles 31-year-old Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
I'm really, really
That
sorry.
sounds horrible.
But that sounds a lot like the 2012 Lakers with Dwight, Kobe, Nash. Like in a way that, like, sure, these superstar
Sounds
names-
like the Paul Pierce and the Kevin Garnett Nets. You know what I mean?
yeah,
That-
the Nets, right? I just think that this is the worst collection of elite talent you could possibly put together. It really is. Like
They're
what?
just-
Like
yeah.
I
out
just
of
think-
like top like
I
15
disagree.
players in
I-
the league,
I
could you
disagree
put
with the
together like okay, the comparison I'll accept. But if you're taking the top like 15 players in the NBA, is there a worse three that you could put together than those guys?
No, that's
I
actually.
mean, I
wrong.
agree. You got to compliment each other, and they're just saying fuck it. But at the same time, like, to compare him to those three, like Kobe, Steve Nash was at the ass end of their careers, and we both know it. You
Yeah,
know
no,
what I
no,
mean? Like,
that-
and
that's
it
not
didn't
super
fit.
fair.
And neither was Powell. Powell was not. You know what I mean? That's very not fair.
And Dwight was
And
unhealthy
guess-
all year.
Exactly, with back injuries, bad back injuries.
I was
And
just
you're
thinking of
coming-
a team of like superstars that didn't
I
work
know,
out.
but back comparison because Kyrie is a healthy in his prime.
But he's
James-
healthy every year at the beginning of the year.
I'm just saying, James Harden's healthy
Never
in his
played
prime.
over 60 games, I think. Kyrie, right? Is that valid or not?
I don't think so. I think
I'm just saying, these guys are all still in their primes technically in basketball.
I don't think
could
KD
not.
is.
I think KD is still in his basketball prime for another 4 or 5 years. I
Got a
really
torn
do.
Achilles though, and he's over
I
30.
just said how I feel, and
Fair
even
enough.
with the torn Achilles, medical issue are so amazing these days. And he took enough time off. He took 1.5 years off. So
Yeah.
I think this has been wonderful. So, in my opinion, it's not the worst. It's not the best, and I don't think it does fit. I'm not disagreeing with that. There's only one fucking ball, but you know what I mean? They all can average 6 assists.
Are
7
you on my
assists.
side, Daniel? Like I feel like I'm crazy. Right?
Aaron,
I don't think you're crazy.
Aaron's
Stop.
on your side too. Aaron's on your side too, but he's just trying to play
Trying
a
to
little
make-
devil's
trying to
advocate.
justify it, right? I
Trying
accept
to
that.
justify
Yeah,
it.
and I get it.
And with the contracts too, like if you get rid of everyone else, who the fuck's coming off the bench?
I just love the team, like Joe
I
Kelly,
know,
like
they're
Spencer
lit.
Dinwiddie, Levert. Like you got all these dudes.
You
Dude,
don't. No.
The only
if
way
they
you get
deal
James,
Kyrie for James
exactly,
straight up,
that's what it is, dude. If they could just send Kyrie for him.
that would actually be lit.
That's
And then you
ironic
got
as
you
fuck.
got Their center too.
Brooke or not Brooke? Joe
Afro.
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen.
Oh, bro.
And you still got DeAndre Jordan.
Hey, Kyrie for James Harden straight up, and you keep all them role players, bro.
Ooh,
I actually really love it.
I love it, but that's the problem. You said
It's
you were
not gonna
complaining
happen.
about James Harden off ball. Kyrie doesn't do anything off ball either.
Yeah.
So we have 3 dudes, and KD is not going to sit there and want to run around. He's another I'm a
I
number
think
one
James
guy.
Harden with Kevin Durant fits way better than Kyrie
Agreed,
with Kevin Durant.
100%.
I think that Kevin Durant without both of them and that team right there may be better.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like if you could
low
trade,
key,
if you could send off Kyrie from sick role players, and a couple picks, some young guys, and just go with KD and run that shit. I'm a huge fan of that more than
That's
anything.
ironic because you were just saying, oh, KD off Achilles. You think that superstar is going to carry that load?
I think that he could carry it better than Kyrie.
I mean, him and Kyrie. I'm just saying, all right, I'm done with free
They're
agency.
screwed either way. That's what we're
I'm done
getting
with free
at, right?
agency talk. It was exciting. We got really excited about
Next
that.
week,
Our
I'm sure
voices
more
all
moves.
rose during that whole time.
Oh, we
Daniel
got
was,
hot.
Daniel
I
was
was
literally
pissed.
screaming at one point.
I hated both
All
of
right,
you
let's
so
run
much.
this game.
Hey, we
that
got a game, Daniel.
Daniel has a game.
What do we got? What do we got?
Let me do the swipe.
Come on, Daniel. Do we need to switch the swiping responsibilities?
Look at this.
Who is most likely to?
Who is
control our
most likely
games?
to? This is the game.
All right,
okay.
fine. Can you tell us
Is
the
it us?
rules? Or
This is I will not tell you the rules. I'm just gonna go ahead. No, I'm just playing.
I'll not tell you the
This is just
hey, thanks.
There's
Chris.
our
Hey, is
juego.
Chris playing?
Chris is playing.
Chris,
Chris
get
is
in
in
on
this
this.
too. And so, Chris, is that cool if you play?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right,
cool if
clutch.
he plays. Don't ask.
No,
him.
I didn't know if you had a mic, but he does obviously because we don't have a fourth. Essentially, this is just very much up to our own discretion. There's nothing going on, but I'm gonna read you who is most likely to, and then we shall pick. It should be fun. Do you get the
opinionated or factual?
no opinionated? So
Cool.
like,
Okay,
who's
I
most
like it.
likely to do what and what?
Let's do
we
it.
can all pick our person.
Yeah, there's no winners. Just kind of fun conversation. I feel
All right, cool.
fun conversation. But
We got the premise. Let's go.
okay, cool. First one: who is most likely to go to a Justin Bieber concert?
Out of us 4 or us?
Yeah, us 4.
Honestly, for me, I'm going to start us off. I think Daniel.
Oh my god!
Somehow he's going to get dragged there. Just some coworker or Gabby or somebody's going to take him there.
I was kind of thinking the same thing, but about Travis
on.
though.
Oh, let's
yeah,
go.
Like, I thought, I don't know if what Olivia's into, but you also have 2 kids that are 8 and 9. Maybe they like Justin Bieber lately, and they have
Facts.
a rapper there, and he
You know-
goes randomly.
Olivia's a big concert person, so I probably would get dragged there.
Where am I at, guys?
Daniel,
Boom.
Daniel.
I picked Travis too.
Screw
I
you
totally
guys.
think he would be the one to go, and I would not be caught dead there, and Gabby would know that already. So I
I
picked
love that
Travis.
I'm the one who goes to concerts, and everyone's like, "Nah, Aaron's not going with fucking JB."
What do you got, Chris?
JB's? Chris?
You can pick me.
I guess I'd have to go with Travis.
Ah, screw you.
Nice.
This is bullshit.
It wouldn't be for Justin Bieber would be featured in the concert.
Yeah, I would
but
go
the
for somebody
concert
else.
Would be something that the kids would want to go to.
Fair
See,
enough.
same reason.
Okay, cool.
I like
Whatever.
it.
Next question.
All right, Travis has 1 point of
Screw you guys.
negative
There's
points.
not a game.
This is kind of a weird one, but who is most likely always to be happy? Who is most likely always to be happy?
You go ahead, Aaron.
I'm gonna go with Chris.
Nice.
Lives alone.
Oh wow!
I'm gonna go with Chris just because I know y'all.
Come on, Chris.
No, dude, Chris, bro, you got an amazing apartment, bro. Your girlfriend's super nice, bro. So I don't know, from New York, you're not happy, dog. What's up? You're in
Yeah,
California
he went
now,
from
dog.
like the
You not
worst
happy,
place.
dog?
I
Chris
am
went
happy.
from the worst place in the world to the best.
That's
He
what I'm
better be
saying. You're in
happy.
Dago now, bro.
No, I am happy. I am.
Chill.
Good.
That's
Chris,
my
you're
vote,
next,
Chris.
anyways. You go.
Every time I see Daniel, you seem peppy and looking on the bright side. So I guess I go with you.
Nice.
I am peppy.
All right. Well,
Said
I'm
am
gonna
peppy.
go with me.
Nice.
I'm always happy. I'm never in a bad mood. Stuff doesn't bother me.
Chill.
I'm good. I'm always in a good mood.
I
What do you
don't
got,
know
Dan?
don't know
I
if
was
you can-
gonna go with me too. I think I'm real carefree.
Well, fuck me, guys. I guess I'll fuck myself.
You're great, Aaron.
No one's ever like
Aaron's the only one that's not egotistic, which
Everyone's
is
like,
good.
nah, Aaron's probably not fucking happy.
No, it's like yeah.
No, I think we're all happy. I
It's
think
like
we're all happy.
we're Aaron's best friends. He ain't happy.
That was just more like I was curious to hear what everyone said, but
I like that
that's
question.
it.
I like these questions. This is good.
Who is most likely to do weird things in public? All right.
Who wants to,
Who wants
Chris,
to start
you're
that
gonna
one?
start.
Chris, you start that one. I'm curious to hear you.
I know.
I don't know. Based on some stories from Friendsgiving, I'm gonna go with Aaron.
Hey. Oh wow.
I'm gonna have to go with me as well because
Oh, God.
I've literally been in pub with y'all and I get called out on some shit sometimes.
Yeah, Aaron won this one.
I could do a 2-way tie between Aaron and Travis.
Why me? What did I do?
Because just Travis, you're a wild card when you're drunk, bro. Let's be
okay,
real.
fine.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
wild card when I'm not drunk.
No, that's facts. If we're talking sober, it's Aaron. If it's drunk, then it's probably Travis. So
fucked
call
up.
it a tie. You know what I mean?
I don't
But
know.
I love
Aaron
you
took
both.
like 4 votes. I think Aaron won this.
Yeah, true. All right, then.
Next one.
Who is most likely to have weird phobias?
That's an interesting question. I guess it starts with me. We're going around the circle.
Yeah.
I
I know these are interesting ones.
I don't know. I'm going like just because I know it. I'm going with Daniel.
What do I got?
I don't know, dude. You're fucking scared about some random shit sometimes. You
Scared of
skep-
heights.
was gonna go with
skeptical
you,
about
Aaron.
some shit. Me? Phobias?
Yeah. Don't you have like you have something weird?
Claustrophobic.
Don't.
Oh,
What's
I
your
am
biggest deal? What's your big?
claustrophobia.
Yeah. I knew there was something with you.
I am
I was gonna go
claustrophobic.
with you. What do you got, Chris?
I don't like scary movies.
I love
Yeah,
scary
you
movies.
have a couple things, bro.
Fuck, dude.
Listen, I can't watch any movie unless it's freaking hilarious, a Marvel movie, or it's scary. I have to. That's it.
Oh, it better be Disney or I'm not watching it.
Chris, what do you got?
Oh no, I was gonna go Daniel, but I guess now Aaron. So.
Oh, fuck
Nice.
you guys, dude.
He's learning.
I go Aaron too.
Yeah, you won
Yeah.
too.
Got some little snaps over
There
here.
it is. Not in a bad way. I am very scared of heights, so I understand. Who is most likely to get in a fight? I'll
Aaron.
start, Aaron.
Aaron.
I hate this game.
Aaron, you're the most likely guy, dude.
I hate this game.
I don't
so
even
much.
Yeah.
Aaron, yeah.
Last one. This is just random. Oh no, there's a couple.
They're all
there's
pretty
two.
random,
There's
dude.
two. There's two.
All right, 2 more. Let's go.
Who is most likely to fall asleep in class?
Daniel?
Oh,
Dog,
I
I
have-
literally won teacher's worst enemy because I used to sleep in class.
I have been extremely close friends with Daniel for the last forever, and I swear to God, there has never been
Oh,
one
Daniel used
movie.
to sleep in class
There
all the
has
time,
never
too.
been one movie or dull moment that this dumbass hasn't fallen asleep. in.
Yeah, that's true.
He
I've
falls
been
asleep
with you.
10
You do
seconds.
fall asleep like
Within
that.
10 seconds of being stalled out, he will fall asleep.
I've played video games with him. He's falling asleep during video games.
and like me and Travis will be picking out a Netflix movie. Maybe he buys it for
Fall asleep
$8.
during the-
He's
I'll be
like,
like, "Oh,
"Are
this
you
looks
gonna
good."
be awake, Daniel?" I'm like, I'm up. 5
Oh,
minutes
listen.
in, your boy's sleeping, bruh.
We haven't got
Facts.
through the freaking intro credits, and this dumbass falls asleep.
That's all.
Dog, I say that though, but dog, I fall asleep and shit. Chris, I haven't slept with you, dog.
Thank God.
Sorry, man.
Sorry we met you when we were all adults, you know, Chris. That
Yeah, well,
sucks.
don't worry, Chris. If we ever do anything, Daniel will fall asleep. All right, whatever. What's the next one?
Next one. Who is most likely to cry because of a sad movie? It's kind of
I'm
a
going with
tough one.
Travis. I feel like Travis has told me he's cried at movies, so I'm going with Travis. He's
I
sensitive.
cried when Tony Stark died. Spoiler alert.
I didn't. So there.
I cried.
You little bitch.
Chris, who you got? Who do you think's the wimp in the group? Don't say me.
I think it's you, sadly.
Dog, you're a simp.
Sorry,
bro.
I'm in touch with my
You have
emotions.
Chris said
feelings.
Travis.
Sorry, I have feelings that I'm
You're a
deep.
large man with feelings.
That's fine.
I don't need to hide it, bro. I
go
can
Trav.
embrace my
Beautiful.
feminine side.
I love it.
Clean sweep of Travis. Who do you
No
got?
insecurities here.
Yeah,
do you
Travis,
pick?
what do you think?
Fuck you guys. None of you.
All right, nice.
That's just being emotional right there.
Yeah, it is.
I
I'm
said-
about to cry at the end of this
I also
movie.
said I got choked up at the end of freaking How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, I was talking to my friend. I was like, I got choked up. How to Train Your Dragon.
That's
I know
a
it sounds random.
Oh yeah.
Remember the second one when the dad died? I got really choked up.
Hey,
watching that.
spoilers, dude.
We haven't seen that yet, bro. It's like
kidding,
8
I've seen
years
the
old.
second
This is the second one. I was like, what?
The third
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I haven't
we've
seen
been-
the third one yet. I got to watch
There's
it.
a third one?
That was a great non-game, but conversation. That was fun.
That was
I
a
also
fun one.
didn't like it because I got picked for more than I wanted to.
You got picked like
You
four.
guys said I was the crier of the group, dude.
That's
not
a
the
hard
worst.
one to be.
That's not the worst. in the
Whatever.
world.
I don't want to do the.
Apparently,
Lakers.
I'm an asshole in public, and I like to fight people. All right, you guys are making a bad.
Damn it.
All right, cool. Are we gonna do the number game or are we gonna wrap it?
Let's wrap it. I love the number game for week 3. Travis.
Well, we'll save it next week. I like
Nice.
that idea.
Appreciate it. I can look smart for one more week. Perfect.
All right,
Next
man.
slide,
Great
Daniel.
pod, man. That
So
was
you
a lot
think
of fun.
you think you after this podcast you look smart?
I don't think so. Great
Hold
pod.
on, hold on. Chris, what were you about to say?
I was gonna say last slide, Daniel.
Oh, last slide. All right.
Come on, swipe it, dude.
Hey,
Thanks for watching, friends.
shout out. Good shit, Chris.
Thanks for watching. Catch us on Instagram, SBS Podcast. Catch us on YouTube, Sports and BS.
And copy and steal. Find Chris. Follow Chris.
Yep. You
He's the
know,
one making this
subscribe
magic
to our
happen.
YouTube. Follow Chris. Hit him up if you need some work done. He's real busy now. He's accruing a lot of clients, so time's valuable for him. But yeah, appreciate y'all for listening. Please share this on the gram. Shout out Garrett. Shout out Marcus. He's been on that.
Miles is always listening. Thomas.
Adrian.
But who's been sharing? Adrian.
Oh, Villanueva too.
David
Philly.
Villanueva has done it.
Like,
yeah.
come on. Like,
I'll
we're
say
not
Jose Bahina always about it. My buddy Tanner always comments. So
We're
Thanks
not
to all you
asking
guys
for any
for sure.
money, okay? We're not asking for any money. We just want you to share, give us some exposure. It really ain't that harsh. Support your boys' businesses, okay? Come on, let's do it. And that's that.
lit.
Appreciate
See y'all
you guys.
next week.
Hey, late.
Later.